Hello, beautiful. Whoop. Welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. Let me get this set up. This is so your new moon in Scorpio reader. I've got my triple Scorpio next to me. Satnin. She's not on camera because we can't get her in the verticals, but we are here, my loves. So hopefully you are doing well. I have a couple hours before my next to-do. So if you have a question before we get started, let me know. Drop it like it's hot now. Let me copy my links and put those in the chat description. And we'll start with the new moon sign as we always do. So we'll start with Scorpio and go on through till we hit Libra. Happy Scorpio season, y'all. It's almost over. How's it been? Has it been a good one? It's been a good one for me. Man, these YouTube ads. You notice more and more like YouTube ads are like unsponsored, meaning that like some big thing is paying for them, and so creators don't actually get paid if they don't even turn them on. Oh, samsara. Getting more samsaric every day we're here. The nightmare just gets worse. Okay, all good now. So I have pinned, linked. I'm ready to go. Okay, guys. Hello, this is Salena. Welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. If you're new here, yes to know is free. We're on. Satnin's next to me. We're in. We're on it. We're in it. We're ready to go. All right. Why does this go to the live? It never does that. Like, it's so crazy. It won't go live with me as soon as I want. So it's always like lagging behind. All right. So welcome, everybody. I have meditated and prayed. We're going to start with Scorpio as usual. I meditated today with the moonstone, as I always do for the new and full moons, and then the sardonyx. For some reason, like, this is a Scorpio crystal, but for me, it is my Scorpio crystal. So it may not be for everyone. I'm sure there's other crystals, but it's interesting because sardonyx helps with pain. So maybe as a Scorpio rising, it helps me transmute the deep, dark emotions, the painful ones. Yes, yes. Oop. There's my lighter. So I'm available for personal readings as well. And yeah, let's go here. Let's go here. I have to wait till this catches up to the live stream. Okay, so we start with Scorpio and we go on down, going around. We go on around the wheel until we get to, what's this? I'll put this over there. All right, so here we go, everybody. So as usual, I have the Ethereal Visions Luna deck that I use in my new and full moon. And then today I decided, I'm like, what should the other Oracle cards be? And the chakra cards. So that's good. I feel like it's going to tell us which chakra we need to focus on right now. So these will be brief for each sign. Sun, moon, rising. Check all your placements. Whatever you relate to. Definitely your moon. If you're a Scorpio moon, I'm so sorry. I have so much compassion for you. What? All right, so here, let's step into it. So spiritual guides. Let me get some, sorry guys, Palo Santo. Tried to light it and it didn't light. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So before we get started with the Scorpio and go through the 12 signs, if you have a question, let me know. Yes to know is free. Everything else is pinned in the description. If you're new here, welcome. I am Salena. Satnin is next to me. I'm a Scorpio rising. She's a Scorpio stellium. And we've been doing this a long time. So since no one has any questions, we're just going to go to Scorpio. So this is for Scorpio placements. All Scorpio placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What do we have for Scorpio? What is the new moon in Scorpio bringing to Scorpios and Scorpio doms? Because again, I'm a Scorpio rising, and sometimes I feel like I'm pretty Scorpio-y. She's Scorpio-y. I'll leave that there. We'll just do a mini readings for each sign. And then, like I said, pull a chakra card. The cards are sticky today. What is all sticky? Well, maybe some of you are in a sticky situation with your family. Because they're not, look at this. Come on, Scorpio, wake up. Scorpio's like, I'm not telling anything. Damn, they're very sticky. Look, they don't want to separate. All right, Scorpus, here it is. What do we have for you? Well, the first thing I have is Temperance card. Okay, well, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or this is just you coming into your own magical power of being a patient earth angel. Rising to your own eagle energy, the highest frequency of Scorpio. Okay, being patient, healing. Something has been a long journey. Yeah, I feel that, Scorpio. Let's put this one over here. It's been a long journey. Sea turtle's all about being that long journey. It takes them their whole entire life. Basically, they're born, they go out to the other side of the ocean and come on back. Oh my goodness. Your 10 of Cups here. Maybe you've been juggling your own happiness. Maybe someone has been juggling you, because we have the 2 of Pentacles. I don't know if work has been your priority instead of love right now, but let's see, Scorps. But your path of heartbreak, wow. And a truth. Okay, this is interesting. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aquarius, but I feel like this is you healing this long journey towards love. Maybe someone juggled you in the past, or you were just juggling life in general and feeling like, why is this never right? Why can I never find, a good family, a good organization, maybe your marriage, so on. But this is a part of your spiritual path. This is a card. This Oracle card's all about this journey being a part of your path. Heartbreak was a part of it. Betrayal, heartbreak. 3 of Swords is pretty awful. And then the Ace of Swords. So there's some truth that you're finding out, or that's surrounding you right now that's, whoa. As soon as I said there's a truth you're finding out, what did I flip over? The Sun card. So the overall energy for the read is always the bottom of the deck for me. And the Sun is about illumination and seeing something. So we have Leo energy, but I feel like this is more about a truth since we have this Ace of Swords. Yeah, about an Empress or an Emperor archetype. So Taurus, Libra for me is the Empress, and defending yourself from any deception, whoa, that keeps you stuck in your head about a 2 of Cups, King of Wands. Interesting. So we have a lot of Leo energy here with this King of Wands. Could be another fire sign, but I feel like you're really committed to no longer having any sort of deception or heartbreak around you, because it just keeps you stuck in your head. So it's almost like if you or someone else can't be honest, then I feel like you're accepting the heartbreak of this. So we do have Aquarius here, Sagittarius, and Leo. But I really just feel like this is about you and your own spiritual journey to finding your 10 of Cups. Maybe, you've been juggled by other people's deception. For Scorpios, once they get burned, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, it's not happening, right? So it's like hard to get in to Scorpio once you've fucked it up. Or they felt heartbreak and betrayal in general. So maybe this is just you realizing, you know what, this is a part of my path. I healed myself. This made me an earth angel. It took a long time. People were juggling me, or I felt juggled. And it's almost like a karmic journey is over now, and you're seeing something about yourself. I feel like this is definitely you. Maybe somebody's mother. Interesting. I hope it's nobody's mother. I'm putting this down here. Oh God, I said I hope it's nobody's mother, and then I lifted it up to the Selkie card, which is someone who's totally deceptive, who appears one way but acts another. Ooh, creepy. Okay, Scorpio. So let me know how that resonates in the comments. For all Scorpio placements. So you are healing something that took a long time. There was a lot of betrayal and heartbreak. I feel like you're seeing it as part of your spiritual path now to liberation, and you're seeing something that made you an Empress, and you're defending yourself against deceptive people. Maybe even your own mother, maybe somebody else's mother. Meddling mothers. Oh my God. I was reading last night, and I swear to you, three of the reads that I got, they're like back to back. That's what I say, all 3. They were all about somebody's meddling mother. And 2 of the people were Cuban, had a Cuban family. I was like, what is this? This is all, how they needed to cut their mother out, who was like over-butting into their lives. And I was like, wow, these moms out here be crazy. Okay, interesting. Look at this. So you got 2 cards to work on, Scorpio. I just was going to take one, but this is both the crown chakra. Whoa. And at the bottom of the deck, we have completion. I'm not even going to look at that, but I feel you were confused as to why you were being rejected. And it might have had something to do with your mom. I don't know if you had a mother wound to heal, or she was doing some weird stuff. I have no idea. But there was confusion and rejection, and you're like, why is this happening? Someone felt cold and lonely, and I feel like that's you. And you're like, why are all these people rejecting? Or someone rejected you because of their whack-ass mom? I don't know, man. What a tangled web we weave here in tarot land. Somebody's whack-ass mom who never probably loved herself. Blessed are all the mothers. May we all heal from these crazy timelines. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have. That's for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, all Scorpio placements. Something took a long time. It's part of your path. I feel like it's a truth. You understand now the truth. This made you better. This made you stronger. And you're going to get your 10 of Cups, but you also realize now that the journey was about learning how not to be juggled And maybe someone didn't want to be honest. Okay, we do have the Emperor energy there. Yeah. So Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Leo coming up. Ooh, and then we have some narcissistic energy. Yeah, this could be a story of some betrayal in your own family even. So if it's not romance, maybe it's just your mom. Maybe you're the Scorpio and you had the whack-ass mom. And she's been meddling, causing you to reject people or be confused. Because this is the crown chakra. It's about getting downloads, you know? So what is the rejection and confusion? Something is completed. All right, moving on. That was Scorpio. Now we're going to go to Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, all Saggy placements. So remember, for the 5 of you here, if you have a question, just let me know. Hit the like button and subscribe. Drop your question in the comment. Yes and no is free. Everything else is pinned in the description. And these cards are so sticky today. They're so Scorpio. I've been having a wonderful Scorpio new moon energy. I had a tower moment. It's a great tower, you know. I'm like, it's all good here. It's all good here, and do your work, spiritual life. It's all good here, and do your shadow work land for years, and so you're so comfortable that nothing could topple or shake you. There you go. That's how you become a holder of the dark and the light, people. Study the ground of your own mind. All right, here we go. Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements. Uh-oh. 5 of Pentacles. Are you feeling a little left out in the cold, Saggy? Or maybe a little broke? What's going on, Sag? Okay. Maybe you're tired of being single. It's independent. You went to 5 to the 9. Whoa, and this is all coming out. Okay, whoa. Interesting. So you may feel left on the cold by some sort of new beginning in love that you were trying to manifest. Hold on, I guess sneeze. Excuse me, guys. Allergy season here in Florida. Most people are freezing the ground. We are getting our allergies around. Okay, so you were trying to manifest an Emperor/Empress archetype, but something was deceptive about your strength or theirs. Okay, heavy Leo. So we could have a Scorpio Sagittarius crossover because we saw the Empress card here. I pulled up the Silky, and then we have the Strength. So what's at the bottom of the deck? Ooh, we have the Hierophant. Wow. So that's 3 major arcana that's got me wondering, is this a Taurus or a Taurus archetype? Somebody stoic and beautiful that you want to move forward through because you're spiritually guided as the Sagittarius. And it was a gift, but there's been silence between you. Whoa. And then we have the Moon. Okay, guys. I'm moving these around because they're not supposed to touch. So I feel like you are spiritually guided towards something. This could be about something official with a marriage or a job. Okay, but I see you being left out in the cold or feeling like that way because now you're independent and single. And this new beginning love that you were really trying to manifest, either with an Emperor or Empress archetype. So that could be anybody. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're the Emperor, maybe the Empress, but something was deceptive, either about your strength or theirs. Interesting. The Selkie is like going towards something. It's the story basically of the mermaids, where they saw the mermaids far away. And they're like, oh, beautiful lady. And they got there and it was not a mermaid. So maybe someone was deceptive. Could be a Leo. Or maybe this deception put you in your strength. And now you have a spiritual guidance to move forward. Yeah, as the King or Queen of Wands. Because this gift wasn't what you thought. And the memory that you held was deceptive. Oh my God, you were so attracted to this and you wanted to move forward, but it broke your heart. Whoa. Okay, Saggy. Looks like you got. It's funny, I don't have the 3 of Swords here, but it is on the bottom of the deck. So I almost feel like it affected you financially more than anything. The only cup I see is the Ace of Cups that you were trying to manifest. And maybe this is just you feeling like you're trying to manifest this new beginning of love, but still not either having enough money or feeling enough independence. And like maybe someone or something is deceptive. You thought you could do stronger or more than you have by now. So Spirit is saying, don't worry, you're spiritually guided. You are going to move forward in your own power as a Sagittarius. All right. Don't remember something incorrectly. Be careful. So Saggy, the energy surrounding you is one of almost like disappointment, but also seeing that it's not necessarily your fault that you were deceived. I mean, ultimately kind of is, but we're not going to focus on that. Deceptive people aren't our fault. Maybe you just thought you were stronger or you thought they were someone different. So it could be a Leo involved. Could be a mother or another archetype of an Empress. So moving forward, what do we have for Saggy and what chakras? Oh my God, wisdom and gossip. Interesting. We're getting two fell out for Scorpio. So you need to work on your heart chakra here. This is why we have the Ace of Cups probably, right? Maybe people have been talking about something. Maybe that's the deception part. You're like, hey, I thought these people were cool. Maybe it was a feminine Leo or just somebody that holds the power of the Empress. And now you've learned some wisdom about something. You're spiritually guided. Whoa, that's interesting. The bottom of the deck, I have creation. It's almost like you're trying to manifest this new beginning of love after feeling left out in the cold. But now you're independent, having some independence. And you want to be in this Emperor Empress energy. But there was some deception. Maybe you were deceptive. I don't know. And now there's a need to be strong as you move forward, because you are trying to create a reality. I feel like maybe people are talking about you. You were worried about that previously, or they're deceptive. These people that are gossiping, right? But you have wisdom in your heart here. So I like this, that you have 2 heart cards. It gives you a very clear message what you need to work on, Sagittarius. Well, we had for Scorpio 2 of the same chakra as well, which was the crown chakra. So yeah, get to it, Saggy. If someone or something deceived you previously, that's supposed to make you stronger, right? You don't collapse in on yourself. Just because somebody's bad, you don't ward off love forever and be like, oh, I'm horrible at manifesting, because you can do it. You just have to focus. Do not focus on this lack, right? You're independent. You're powerful. You got this, Saji. Okay, moving on. Hello to everyone that's here. Welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. This is Salena, your psychic Scorpio rising reader, and I've got Satnin, my triple Scorpio magic rabbit, next to me. Now we're moving on to Capricorn. Satnin. Yeah, some crappy corn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. So welcome everybody. Yes and no is free. I'm also here for personal readings, so you can interrupt me at any time. You know, I would definitely stop free readings for paid readings. That's 100% sure. And, you know, I'll finish the reading I'm on and I'll do your reading. So all my links are in the description. If you want a reading, let me know. Yes and no is free for everybody. Just hit the like button and subscribe to help the algorithm so someone can find an actual reader. I'm so cocky. Last night there was somebody else. I'm like, do you want to do a tarot off? I'm like, what is wrong with me? You crush this girl with your psychic powers. Leave her alone. She's like a 20-year-old trust fund baby. And I'm like, do you want to do a tarot off? Uh-oh. Capricorn, what's going on here? This is Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Oh, Lord, look at this. Is not great energy. There was some sort of sacrifice. Wow. Holy Macintosh. This is pretty intense, which makes sense. Whoa. Because Scorpio moon, new moon, is all about shaking up the bullshit. Holy. What's Scorpio? I almost said Scorpio. Is there Scorpio involved here, Capricorn? Wow. Okay. The Serpent is the card of person or energy that never is satisfied. Never. It will consume the earth. That's the tree of life. That's the Serpent. The story of this oracle card is something that will consume everything all the time. And here we have, this is preventing your new beginning in love or something that you love, because there's a sacrifice that you were supposed to make or need to make. Oh, I'm getting downloads here. Capricorn, what's going on? But you've been on some sort of rest in this building. So we have also the Elephant, which is a card about never forgetting and always remembering the path that you're on and being guided. With the Queen of Wands, so I feel like you're trying to manifest something or someone. Doing the night work, right? Which is this card is about the shadow work, someone who's not afraid to go into the dark about where you're going to invest. Wow, and at the bottom of the deck I have it. Whoa, the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. The Spring is a renewal and a purification of water, with a Six of Cups that is now single, but it's taken a long time after this Tower energy. Whoa, Capricorn, this is pretty intense energy. Let me go ahead and say it. So someone or something prevented you from having a new beginning in love or in something that you love because of a sacrifice that you had to make or someone expected you to make. And this puts you in a break with this energy. And now you're trying to rebuild with this Architect energy, because I feel like this is strong Capricorn energy. And there's a memory of a Queen of Wands or King of Wands archetype that puts you into your own shadow, needing to do shadow work. Maybe they pointed out something you didn't want to see, Capricorn, and you wondered if you should invest, and there were just too many illusions surrounding the situation. Yeah, because the Seven of Cups, and especially the Seven of Cups. Hey, how's it going, Javita? Oh no, not this guy again. Here we go. You're going out, Eddie. You're starting with this. Hey, Rosie, how are you? Yes, woo, woo, woo. Yes, ma'am, I did. Okay, so we have some weird troll that always comes in here and says weird inflammatory. I'm like, is this an AI bot? It's like there's the AI bot farm. We all know about that, right? Those click farms. And then I'm like, okay, they now have AI bots to go and say inflammatory things that are supposed to like make people upset. Yeah, don't do that, Eddie. Bad bot. Or you're going to get banned again. So figure it out. Don't bot around here. Don't bot around here, man. So hi, Jovita. I'm a Libra and I'm with a Libra. Is he hiding something from me? Ooh, I hope not, dear one. So I put him in his shadow work for sure, right? No kidding. So please hit the like button and subscribe, everyone here. I appreciate that. And if you have a yes and no, just ask it in the form of a yes and no and drop it in the chat. Okay, Capricorn. So now we're going to get what chakras you need to work on here. So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, all Capricorn placements. So definitely someone trying to architect, going through shadow work, and a sacrifice that needs to be made. And some illusions here. So I don't know if they were surrounding you or someone else had illusions about something starting. But let me find out here what you need to focus on with the chakra card. Okay, you only got one, Cappy. Oh my God, impasse. Whoa. And this is all the energy that I'm feeling. This is the sacral chakra. So this is about creativity, sexuality. There's some sort of impasse because no sacrifice was made for this Queen of Wands who remembers about the shadow, doing the shadow work and where to invest at. Interesting. Whew, and then we have perfection at the bottom. Oh my God, and then we have soulmate. Whoa. So I don't know if this is reminding you that you already have everything that you need and that you're stable enough to do this. And so if there's a sacrifice you're not making regarding this new beginning in love, Spirit's saying you need to, think about this. If there's someone you can't forget that you want to invest in, then you need to make some sort of sacrifice, or vice versa. It could be that this person needs to sacrifice for you and they're not. And you're like, well, fuck it. Fuck it. If you're not going to sacrifice for me, then we're at an impasse and we can't go any further. So take that as it resonates, Capricorn, and let me know. I'm sorry, I have a yes and no question. Okay, yeah, no problem, Jovita. Did you hit the like button and subscribe when those two things go up? I'll happily answer your question. That's the energetic exchange for a free yes and no. So I will definitely answer it. Just let me know when you hit the like button and you subscribe. It helps people find me because they need a real reader and there's so many fakes out there. So I'm legit. Awesome. Okay, Jovita, I'll answer your question next. No problem. All right, Cappy, good luck. Something needs to change here. Turn this frown upside down. Turn that Ace of Cups upside down so you can have this new beginning. And then I'll move on to Aquarius. But let me answer Jovita's question. All right. So how this works, Jovita, if you haven't been here before, is all my cards are in the upright. If it lands in reverse, I know it's opposite. And it's the first card we see. So, spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Jovita, tell me the truth. Is Jovita's Libra hiding something from Jovita? Wow. It's interesting because usually when it lands fully in reverse, I would be like, answer is no. And then when it lands upright, the answer would be yes. But here it's kind of landing like this. So I feel like they're hiding something from you, but it's not what you think. This is what I'm hearing. If you want a reading, the links are in the description. You could get a mini reading if you can't afford a full one, and that'll help us find out. They're hiding something, but it's not what you think. So whatever the fuck that means. I just work here as I tell everybody. I hear things, I see things. Don't believe me. It's not the answer you like. I'm so sorry. Then you need to change something. And that's why I'm a spiritual life coach, right? Is I help people. Tarot is just another tool that I use to help them. All right, so here we go. You're welcome. So if anyone else has a yes or no, please hit the like button and subscribe. Now we're in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. I never saw that. I never saw that play, by the way. But we all know that song. Here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What do we have? Whoa. Okay, well this came out in reverse, but I'll say maybe it's a gift that ended up in reverse, right? This is a card about Pandora opening the Pandora's box, and then look at her hand on her head. She's like, oh shit, what did I do? So maybe you thought something was going to be one way, but it ended up being kind of a mess. Yeah, oh my God, because of somebody's ego. This is Gemini's card in the shadow. So it might be your ego, Aquarius, or somebody else's ego. I always give you a hard time, Aquarius, about your ego. But, I don't know, maybe someone else had a big ass ego. All right, so here's something you don't know. Interesting. So we have double Pisces Cancer cards, because to me, these are both Pisces Cancer. Cancer is technically ruled by the moon. I don't know why anyone would associate the moon with Pisces, but anyways, they're very esoteric. And the High Priestess is definitely Cancer and Pisces because they're the most psychic. So something is unknown about this High Priestess that is overburdening you. And you're trying to be patient, and you're at a crossroads. Interesting. About what, Aquarius? Let's find out. I'm just going to take one more. Okay. about how long this has taken. Wow. Some shit's taken a long time. Oh, and then I heard that Bill song again. Some things last a long time. Well, at the bottom of the deck, we have Scorpio. So you could be dealing with the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, because we have a lot of watery stuff going on. Maybe those are in your chart. You know, this is for Aquarius and all Aquarius placements, wherever they're at. Someone that makes you very happy. Seems very stable, interesting, and you're doing your shadow work around it. Okay, and there you are. Maybe you were juggling the shadow work that a Queen or King of Pentacles stimulated in you. And now you've become more emotionally mature. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, Aquarius. Well, I do see that this has taken a fucking ton of time. Or this is the opposite, meaning like you're no longer at this crossroads, right? That you've been stuck at for a long time. Now you're ready to be the King or Queen of Cups. Or you're ready for this person to enter your life. So we have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, really strong, and some Sagittarius. So the gift that you opened that broke your ego, or broke their ego, that was hidden and you didn't know, became overburdened. So this could be like a whole spiritual path that like somebody triggered the fuck out of you and you had to be patient, or they had to be patient at this crossroads, and now it's over. So interesting, Aquarius. Let me know what's going on here. I'm like, ooh, what's the tea? Was it you that got stimulated into your own shadow by this person, or vice versa? Maybe both. Maybe you guys are mirroring each other, a mirrored connection. Kind of like a soulmate, twin mate type of thing. Water signs and air signs. That'll fucking do it, I'll tell you. Oh God, look at all this that we have. All right, so this is about you and your self-esteem and having abundance and balancing out your third eye. So maybe you didn't see clearly because this was blocked. Someone was very highly intuitive here. And there was no balance in this connection, or this, I just heard this, I heard something weird, this interaction. So it could be, you know, there was a lot of vanity. Somebody was vain in their actions and their words. Yeah, it was all facade. Oh yeah, okay. So you could be dealing with a Saggy, but what I'm getting to the bottom here is wisdom in your heart. This made you grow up. Whatever this was here with this person, looks like a water sign, or you have a lot of water in your chart, became overburdensome, probably your own ego. Made you or them, maybe both, into this earth angel temperance energy. And the crossroads is no longer a crossroads anymore because something is flipped upside down, or it took so long that it ruined everything, right? And it had to do with your abundance and your vanity, or theirs, and something being a facade. So this almost can be like if somebody's so bloviated, they're like, hi, I'm the most awesome ever. And really they're just insecure. And that can happen. Now, when I say I'm the most awesome ever tarot reader, it's because I know, right? It's not a vain, it's not a facade, it's real. I know, I be knowing. But in this case, it wasn't with this person because there was no third eye balance here. So I don't know if you pissed them off or they pissed you off, but anyways, like I said, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, someone you really felt good about. Wow. All right, Aquarius, that's what I have. So take it as it resonates and let me know in the chat. So now we're going to move on to my beloved Pisces fish. Pisces. But before we do that, I'll take a break. Does anyone have a question? Remember, yes and no is free. Everything else is pinned in the chat. I do not do free readings. I've been reading for 30 years. Of course, I don't do free readings. Can you imagine? I mean, if it's your birthday and you're my buddy, sure, maybe you get a free reading. I usually do give my friends a free reading on their birthday because I love them. All right, moving on to Pisces. Pisces. Mix some water before I move on to my beautiful Pisces fish. Yeah, baby. Here's my baby. My baby. Yeah, baby. This is a good baby. I heated up my croissant and now it's cold and hard again. I'm like, I'll just heat this up for my snack and now it's hard. If I heated it again, it would be gross. Oh well. We'll call them either problems. Okay. Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. All my Pisces fish. I love him a Pisces. My bunny, Elvis Parsley, he's a triple Pisces. His wife, Satnin, sitting next to me. She's a triple Scorpio. I'm a triple Cancer. We got all three of the water signs in stelliums represented. Yeah, we repping, huh, babe? She's like, yeah, we're psychic and loving. Pisces, working together with something, growing your money. What else? Ooh, Oh my God. Celebrating. Oh, that fell out. Oh, Pisces, there you are. Well, damn, Pisces, this is looking good. What part is that where you were writing? I wonder if I had this name. Whoa. I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to explain more to me when I'm done with this Pisces reading. I'll have to read it again. Pisces, this is fucking great. Here you're working together, you're celebrating, you're in your own element as this faithful person, and you're looking at yourself at the moon here. Oh my God, and your ancestors are looking back like a bunch of mean motherfuckers. What's going on? The Harpy Eagle is about... Listen, this is so funny because this is your ancestors in the piss version. So we have a lot of cards with birds. So I have integrated into the Ethereal Visions Tarot the Dream Landscape Oracle by Matt Hughes. It's very interesting to me. So you've been working hard, partying hard, being faithful, but what's unknown is your ancestors want something to change. Wow. It's almost like dum-de-dum. I don't know if you're working with someone and they don't like it. Whoa. What do we have here? Oh my God, because you're not healing something. Yikes. Pisces. And this gift that you didn't choose. Whoa, this is pretty intense. A scar heart in reverse is like, no boy. Okay, that's way too much, Pisces. You need a personal reading. What's happening here? So the energy surrounding you. God, look at this, Pisces. Okay, Sagittarius has showed up in damn near everybody's read today. I'm only on the third or fourth read, and we have Sagittarius 3 times, I swear. What's at the bottom of the deck here? Okay, whoa. All right, Pisces, this is a lot. Why are you going to puke on me like this? 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. And your ancestors again, maybe they're spiritual ancestors, could be Asian spiritual ancestors. So Gemini energy, you could be dealing with a Gemini that you've been faithful to, and this shit is not healing, and you open this gift. It was your decision to either begin or end this cycle. I feel like this is in the cycle because we have Sagittarius next to the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and we have Gemini. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, but you are being guided to get to calmer waters about something that's really stressed you out and has been a part of your spiritual path. God, that you've been really attracted to. I gotta move these around. So Pisces, what I'm seeing is it's like your ancestors want you to change something. Maybe you're faithful to someone or something that's unhealed. You thought this was a good person or situation, but this person or situation didn't choose you. And Spirit's saying, in the cycle, rise up to your higher potential and cut them off. Okay, this is pretty clear, Pisces. I don't know what this is about or who I'm reading for. So this is for Pisces and all Pisces placements. Someone or something you've been faithful to is not in agreement with your ancestors. Now, you could have Aquarius in your chart or Sagittarius, or you could be an air sign and Pisces is just one of your placements. But what I feel like more is that something isn't healed here with something that you thought was a gift, but you either didn't choose or didn't want. And now the cycle is come for you to end this. This is clear. And it's up to you. You have to make this decision, but your ancestors are right there. They're twice there with you. They have your back no matter what, Pisces. They absolutely are in love with you. But they see that something needs to change. I don't know if you're partying too much at work or with your work friends, and that's making you not healed. Could be that. Just some of you are just too indulging. But if it doesn't choose you, that's what this 2 wands gives me, because he doesn't have a wand in his hand. Why don't you have a fucking wand in your hand? 2 wands is about picking a path of passion. So I don't know if you didn't want to choose and you decided just to party and have fun, and the cycle is ending because someone or something needs to be cut off and initiated. I don't know even what that means. So take it as it resonates, Pisces. Whatever the initiation was, I just heard it. Someone or something needs to be initiated, and there's a distraction here that's causing you from healing. Wow. All right, Pisces, pretty clear message. Whoa, acceptance. Yeah, okay. And this is your base chakra. So the chakra cards today are about what do you need to work on, and we have acceptance. So maybe you didn't accept that someone or something didn't choose you, Pisces, or you chose incorrectly is what I heard for some of you, because you didn't know. But your ancestors are like, no, this needs to change. Whatever this thing that you chose, like basically you've been loyal to, has actually prevented you from healing and stopping you from making the right decision to start a new cycle and to step into your power. And you have to do this to cut, and you have to cut these people off. So if you want to grow and go towards the spiritual path that your ancestors have for you, You have to accept maybe some ghosts around you. Whoa. This could be familial. I don't have any 10 of Pentacles, but we have 1, 2, 3 major arcana, 4, and then we have service. This is about your creativity and your perseverance. Yeah. Okay, interesting, Pisces. So it's almost like you have to go against the grain of something you've been faithful to for way too long. We don't have to. You don't have to fucking do anything, right? But your ancestors are on you, saying whatever it is you're faithful to that's hidden from you, what's hidden about this thing that you've been faithful to, this friend or this lover, this working thing that you've been working with, is preventing you from healing, because it's not actually the gift that you thought, and you didn't even really choose it, or you didn't choose to end it. Almost like you've been in limbo with something, Pisces, for far too long, because you haven't accepted something, that this is a ghost of your past. This is not in alignment with your future. There's something in your life, Pisces, that is not in alignment with your future, and I feel like you know it, but for some reason, well, because you're faithful, you've been sticking to it anyways. Hey, Fatima, how's it going? Welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. I'm Salena. It's Satnin, my magic rabbit's next to me. And now it's time for you to choose, because your ancestors are here with you and they want you to get to calmer waters, Pisces. You have to cut someone or something off. This is the path of initiation for you. Wow, it's pretty intense, guys. So yeah, if you have a question, just let me know. Hit the like button and subscribe. That is the exchange for a free yes or no. So Pisces, that's pretty clear. It's time to accept that this thing is a ghost of your past. It did take a piece of your pie, but it was, you know, that was meant to happen. And now your ancestors like, are you going to get off this path? We've told you 3,000 or 5,000 times and you're not listening. And now they're like angry. They're angry, Pisces. They're like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Give you 80,000 signs. So this is the Scorpio new moon, and Scorpio is intense. And it's revealing what has been hidden. And what's been hidden is like, you are literally getting your own way. Aren't we all okay, Pisces? I'm not just coming after you. We all do. All right. So before we move on to Aries, does anyone have a yes or no question? Yes or no is free. From a psychic like me. Wait, where's my coffee drink? You don't know I have a coffee drink problem. Listen, I don't want to talk about it. I was listening to a collective read the other day, and the end of it was like, you got to get your health together. And all I thought was, oh my God, it's so awful being addicted to coffee, because I know it makes me feel bad after the high of it making me feel good. But then after I drink it for like 3 days, I don't even fucking wake up and there ain't no high. So God, the dragon of the coffee never ends. Yeah, like I said, real colonizer problems. But yeah, coffee is definitely a fucking drug. That's why whenever like the nuns and monks I used to live with would talk about intoxicants, why they're on their 4th cup of coffee for the day, being like, what helps me teach Dharma and do all my virtuous activities? I'm like, okay, motherfucker. Well, I never thought that, because I wouldn't think that about anybody in my head, but I thought, okay, well, that is definitely a drug there that you're pumping into your body, so fool yourself if you want, but it's like choosing the intoxicants. We'll take this one. Well, it can make sense, you know, people shouldn't drink anyway. Well, they can drink, but alcohol is often abused, but so is coffee. And then I just read something the other day that we're all fucked. There's not going to be any more chocolate or coffee left, thanks to global warming, so we got that to look forward to. Our addictions will be kicked by the nature of their unceasing desire for them. All right. Aries, speaking of unceasing desires. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What do we have for Aries? Oop, that didn't go. Aries, the fellow sign ruled by Mars, like Scorpio. Scorpio. All right. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Aries. What you got? What you got? What is the energy surrounding you in this new moon in Scorpio? Tell me about your realizations, people. What are you revealing? All right, trying to manifest something, Aries. The World card's about going inward, using signs and synchronicities. Oh, but it's not working. You're trying to manifest something and it's not working. What is this? Okay, well, maybe you've been trying to get to calmer waters and doing all the things. Let's find out more. But then we have it is working, right? It's like you wanted to move forward with the victory, but that didn't work. So now you just want to fucking move on. Yeah, because the truth was never... Holy Macintosh. I say weird things. Okay, so Aries, what I'm getting immediately is that like you were trying to manifest some sort of victory. Oh my God, this comes out again in reverse. Maybe with a Taurus or somebody with that you were spiritually guided to. Wow. Whoa, totally drawn to. Whoa. Okay, this is intense. In the bottom of the deck, I have the owl, which is about the signs and synchronicities and moving forward after heartbreak. Okay, Aries, I see it now. Maybe you were trying to manifest someone back because you found out they were single. You're very drawn to this person. Could be a Taurus, someone with Taurus in their chart. Someone you were married to, maybe even. The white owl is about using the signs and synchronicities to follow the path, right? The owl is a very spiritual being. Well, in most cultures. Depends on what the meaning is. So there's some truth, half-truth almost feel like. There's a half-truth here about your Two of Cups being single that you either were or weren't spiritually guided to follow the light. So I almost feel like there's something either you didn't see previously about this person or situation, about your Two of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, this ability to love someone, you know, maybe that is not in your life right now, that you, I don't know. So the Hierophant in reverse is almost telling me like you were guided towards them, but you didn't follow it. Yeah, and then we have the signs and synchronicities. See, I have two cards that are kind of saying the opposite thing. The Six of Wands is in reverse, is no victory. Six of Swords is getting towards victory. 2 6s in a row. Okay. But there was a truth that it was only half truth about either you being single or them being single. Maybe they were still married and you were super drawn to this person. Wow. Interesting, Aries. What's going on? Maybe you were still married. Expansion. Ooh, okay. So we have the throat chakra in read. Whoa, and then vanity. Whoa. Didn't we have that in Aquarius or something? Okay, Aries. So you need to communicate something. Maybe you were holding back. Maybe you feel like this is what this is. So you've been holding back your truth, Aries, which is no bueno. Maybe you didn't follow spiritual guidance, or the Hierophant could be someone in your life that was like an authority figure or a Taurus that wasn't in their power, that you were super guided to. Maybe they weren't honest with you. Maybe they were vain. Yeah. Or there was some false details given. I'm going to read this for the white owl because I'm like, I feel like there's a message here that I haven't quite tapped into for Aries. I'm going to read the whole damn thing. I know what they mean. I've memorized them finally about their general meeting, but we're going to get into details with this because this is the overall energy of what I'm reading. Interesting, Aries. Time to undertake a new spiritual pursuit. Ponder the cycle of life and death. The white owl has been a recurring symbol of spanning thousands of years. Their white color is often associated with purity and youthfulness. The white owl embodies all species of owl's traits, knowledge, wisdom, and exceptional insight. This ability to see the distance and through time gives the reader a clear insight to what actions are needed. Owls are messengers that carry critical communication in and out of our portals. So there's something spiritual here that maybe, and that's interesting because the Hierophant in reverse, you were being guided to, because the light, this is about being attracted to something, being attracted to the light, the truth. And it has to do with the Two of Cups energy. So that's why I feel like you didn't have a victory in one thing, and now it's time to try a different way to manifest, or in order to go forward with your truth, you have to work on expanding your throat chakra and speaking your truth. So maybe you're not an Aries, maybe you are, I don't know. Or maybe you just have Aries placements, but Spirit is saying you can do this. You can manifest whatever it is you want, but you haven't been telling the truth. And maybe you're not lying, right? But you're just not speaking fully your truth. And maybe you're scared of being perceived a certain way. Maybe if you're like, I am blah, 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 but you're like, oh no, people are going to think I'm vain. No, they're not. Who cares? First of all, who cares what other people think? People that are healed and healthy do not fucking spend their time judging other people. Sure, they might have momentary judgments or discernments, but they're not like holding that against anyone. And they're realizing that, hey, just because I have a thought doesn't mean it's real or correct. So Aries, you want to get to calmer water, and it's time to pick up a new spiritual endeavor in order to make this happen. And I feel like that has a big part to do with speaking your truth. You get this Ace of Swords upright, right? Take it from sideways to upright. Or maybe someone else didn't tell the truth about being single. Or maybe they're not telling you the truth, that they want to be independent, more single, more vibrant. All right, so now we're going to go on to my moon. Hey, how's it going? I'm just going to do the back one. Zen, I'll just call you Zen. Welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Salena. Satnin is next to me. If you have a question, let me know. Yes and no is free. Otherwise, moving on to my moon, Taurus moon. Where are my other Taurus moons at? I hardly ever meet Taurus moons. Ever. Where are they? I meet more and more Scorpio risings lately, but hardly ever meet a Taurus moon. I swear, my whole life I've probably met like 3 of them. Where are the exalted moons? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, Taurus. Where you at? My loving buttercup, my mellow disposition, my I need security in order to feel safe with you. We go Taurus, Sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node. Ooh, that flew. Okay, the Palomino. This is about a charismatic, powerful person moving forward, someone who can take control of their own destiny. Yes, yes to that. It's the opposite of Scorpio. Here we are. Ooh, sideways. All right. Maybe you didn't move forward and take control of your destiny. Page of Wands is the explorer. Interesting. There you are. And working together, or somebody else. So we have Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be you not wanting to explore working with someone or something. Interesting. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, you had to walk away. Oh my goodness. The fawn is a gift that's coming in. And this is about a spiritual journey and learning a new spirituality and a new way of, hey, how many signs do we get to Libra? It's the last one, darling. What's your other placements? Because I know that moon often resonates, sun, moon, rising. What are your placements, Jovita? So what you didn't know, that there was a decision that needed to be made. Whoa, at a crossroads. So this is the energy surrounding you about how you're going to build something. There's a lot of oracle cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom deck, I have the shadow. Whoa. The King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Interesting. And going with the flow to have equal give and take and doing the work to heal. All right. I'm also going to read the bottom of the deck here. So, okay. So Taurus, I feel like, because remember, these are energetic messages. Hi, Kinner. I have no idea. Oh, then you should do your chart. Jovita, let's do your chart. So let me go back to Taurus here because I want to finish their message. I don't want to leave them hanging. So Taurus, it's like you wanted to move forward, or you didn't want to invest in this situation of work. So you walked away from this gift because fawn is a gift coming in to learn a new spiritual path. But what was hidden? So we have Pisces showing up here. But I almost feel like this is what was hidden, that there was a crossroads for this architect doing the shadow work. So this, it almost feels like this is about someone else, or this is about you being at a crossroads about doing your shadow work. So for those of you that have popped in, remember you can hit the like button, subscribe. I just opened that right to that. Follow your dreams, allow the childlike magic to flow in your life. So why are you slowing yourself down? You're very charismatic and beautiful. You're powerful, Taurus. Taurus placements. It says Gaia pulls the veil of the universe into high heavens to reveal the line of moons spinning down the Milky Way from the dark to the full and back again. Wow. The shadow phase of the moon, we're in the shadow phase, provides us with perspective to see clearly. Use this time to discern reality from imagination. Use this time wisely. And this is about being at a crossroads to build something. So you walked away from this gift of learning a new spiritual path because you didn't know almost where it was going to lead to. And so that stopped you from moving forward. And Spirit's saying, follow your dreams, allow childlike magic. Yeah, with this King or Queen of Wands. So, and the King or Queen of Cups and going with the flow. So this could be working with someone or working on something. Page of Wands sideways is a little wild. It's like you stopped yourself from either being with this King or Queen of Pentacles or working with them, and you walked away from a gift. But it's time, or maybe you walked away in favor to learn a new spiritual path because we have the White Buffalo, because you didn't know what the other one would lead to. Interesting, Taurus. It's like you didn't want to choose one path because you had no idea where it would go. And so Spirit is saying, what you don't know is that you are literally putting yourself at a crossroads. I don't know if you don't believe in yourself, that you can be this powerful manifester, or if this is about another person, because I have 2 kings here. This could just be you. Maybe someone else walked away from you, Taurus. Even though you're maybe this person was born in the year of the horse, so that'd be 1990, 78, and 2002. Very interesting, Taurus. So for some reason, you didn't move forward to work with someone, and you left this gift behind, or you were the gift that they left behind because they didn't want to know, they didn't want to learn a new spiritual path, and they didn't know where it would lead. And now Spirit's saying, you know, You can manifest anything you want. Your dreams are here. You have this ability to manifest and to be this King or Queen of Wands. Okay, well, take it as it resonates. Again, either you walked away from something that was a gift or someone else did. Could be a work situation. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with romance. Because we do have the King of Wands. He's the entrepreneur, right? This big daddy boss. This is big daddy. I can make anything happen. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because we have Cancer and Pisces here. So this was a quest. Interesting. So you need to work on your throat chakra. So in this card, it's interesting because he's like going to this lady and she's saying, okay, one path leads to shitty bog and one path leads to verdant bog. You choose wisely. Yeah. But it has to do with communication. I don't know if you walked away from something. Yeah, there's a renewal here in your base chakra energy. So I like this, Taurus. I like this. There's a renewal in your own foundation. And Spirit is saying you can do anything. Use this time wisely to choose your path. You're very powerful. I don't like the idea of you walking away from a gift, Taurus. Or not wanting to explore something. Or maybe you're the gift that they walked away from. Taurus is definitely a gift that's often underestimated. They're totally a gift in your life if you got a good one. Okay, moving on there. Going on to Gemini. All right, so does anyone have any questions? So we have a weird question. How do you feel about the spirituality of gain eaters? I don't even know what this means. What the fuck? Does anybody tell me what that question means? So if you have a question, just hit the like button and subscribe. I've got a question, whatever that question is. What is that? Yeah, somebody's ego got in the way here, Taurus. I don't know if it's you or theirs, maybe theirs. And so you left because, okay, you're not sitting around being second best to anything or anyone. I was listening to something the other day and it was like, remember that child's book that was like Ferdinand the Bull? And that's like Taurus, Ferdinand the Bull, he would not settle for anything less than the best. And I feel like that's what Taurus needs to remember. Somebody's offering you breadcrumbs, you fucking hell no, I can go get that loaf over there with like jalapenos and rosemary in it. And they'll give it to me for free. Fuck your dusty breadcrumbs. Fuck your dusty breadcrumbs, says Taurus. As they should, because honestly, that's why they're the Emperor and Empress in my tarot land. Emperor and Empress. Venus energy. Taurus energy is amazing. Okay, moving on to Gemini. Where are my Geminis? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Where are you at? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I have no idea. What is the gain year? Yeah, what does that mean? I'm not Googling it. I don't care. Probably something weird would come up. Sometimes people just come in to say weird things. I'm like, I don't even care. We got weird bots saying divisive things. We got people making up terms. Bless their heart. My croissant is like stale now. I'll just keep looking at it and picking it up and putting it down again. All right, here we go. So welcome. If you're new here, I'm Salena. This is Satnin next to me, my magic rabbit. I'm a Scorpio rising. She's a Scorpio stellium. And now we're on Gemini. And all Gemini placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. All my gems. All my twins. Here we go, Gemmy. What do we have for you? What is the energy surrounding Gemini? What is the message for them? Gemini. Okay. So we have some sort of new beginning and stability here. Something with money and something with stability. Maybe it's not money. After a sacrifice, because this is the rabbit and the fox. So maybe you had to work hard to get this new beginning. Sacrifice something. Oh my gosh. For your Two of Cups. After a lot of illusions. Wow, options. Well, maybe that's how you're going to have. Okay, this is a lot, Gemini. You little brat. It's way too much, but there you are. Look. Oh, and I'm just kidding. Like, whenever I start like hiccuping in readings, I'm getting downloads. That's what happens for like true clairvoyance, because the air is moving through me. Messages of the psyche are brought on winds. So there's some sort of holy mac. Oh, Gemini, what is this new moon done to you? Gemini, you literally have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. Oh my God, 5. Gemini, what? This looks like a really interesting new moon for you. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the 9 of Pentacles, being independent and single. yeah, as this King or Queen of Wands, after a lot of stress and remembering too much of something. Okay, Jimmy. So if you want this new beginning with your Two of Cups, there has to be a sacrifice here and there because there are too many illusions previously. So we got Libra, we have Virgo, and we have Gemini and Pisces, and Taurus and Virgo. So that's a lot of shit there. But I just feel like this is more about the energy of karmic justice being fulfilled after a lot of illusions and a decision that your spiritual guides have been trying to get you to see. So the sun bear is about your spiritual guides and ancestors being there, trying to guide you along the path, but overall watching and protecting you. That's what that card means. They could be Asian. Maybe you're Asian. Maybe you have some Asian ancestors. Who knows? But the Virgo Hermit card is telling you to look at something that you've been around, hanging around. I don't know. Are you been hanging around for someone for far too long? When it comes to this Empress energy, now it could be your mother. Maybe some of you are like realizing, hey, if I want to be with my lover, don't sacrifice your mother. There's no sacrificing here, but this is a sacrifice. Some sacrifice has to happen if you want something stable and new with this Two of Cups energy, because there's been a lot of illusions and a lot of imbalanced karmas. So we have Libra, we have Gemini, we have Virgo, we have Pisces, and Taurus, and being single. So there's been a lot of illusions around something that stressed you out that you've been trying to manifest. And it looks like there's a block here. So for some of you Geminis, I'm getting hey GC, how's it going? For some of you Geminis, it's your mother. Listen, I said last night when I was doing readings, there was a lot of parental energy that was interfering in people's lives, especially masculine. I read for a couple of masculines, and the main block in their life and their happiness was their mother and their family, obligations, but also just this weird attachment energy of their single mothers. And I'm not bashing single mothers, okay? I'm saying that for them, it was an inappropriate, misplaced energy that was interfering, and some sacrifice is needing to be made. Or if it's not your mother, it's like you've been in hangman energy around this Empress energy for too long. Because I don't think this is you. This is someone else. You've been thinking about someone else. Now, could be a dude, lady, we don't know. But they embody this Empress energy. You've been on your own. Your ancestors are there with you, and they're saying, okay, you need to make this decision because there's been too many illusions that's kept something imbalanced, and so a sacrifice needs to be made in order to have this new beginning. Yeah, because at the bottom of the deck, I have Nine of Pentacles, being independent, financially stable, standing on your own. You can manifest this, or maybe you've been thinking about a King or Queen of Wands, and this person has been in the way. So I don't know if you're married to one person, and you want to be with another, and you've been thinking about them for so long, and your ancestors just fucking make the decision and sacrifice something already. All right, Gemini, that was a lie. I feel like I need a drink after that one. I don't even drink. Okay. That's a real Gemini love life story, okay? Whew, so Gemini, Libra, Pisces, yeah. What chakra do you need to focus on in this new moon here? So these are about manifestations. New moons are about something coming in. Whoa, that's way too much. I was going to say it's got to be the throat chakra. You have to decide. Look at this. We have the same card. We just had that for Taurus. Did we? No, so maybe it was who's before Taurus? Aries, maybe? I don't know, but this is more about you making this decision to choose which path do you want. You want to stay here in the bog with this or without this? Or do you want to move forward in some good land? Well, something needs to change. Maybe it's your own singledom. Maybe you're scared of being single. Hey, Jose, how's it going? Welcome to you all. Please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you have a question, yes and no is free. Drop it in the chat. Or if you want a reading, the links are above. So Gemini, yeah, something needs to be sacrificed. So you have the quest card there. I'm gonna get one more. I don't know why I just reshuffled those. What's this? Oh. Anything else for Gemmies? Spirit's nope. Okay. Nope, no other ones. Just focus on this. Yeah, oh my God, and then bittersweet. So Gemini, this is really around communication. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting this I have this devotion to one thing, but I really want something else. And so the thing that you want, you need to sacrifice the other thing for. This is just life. And I don't know if you want to tell them this, maybe you were taking care of your mom and she was sick and you couldn't be with your true love because you had to do this other thing. And now Spirit's saying you need to make this decision because there's a lot of illusions in the past about your relationship or your love feelings with this person. You've been on this spiritual quest. You've been alone long enough. You've been ruminating and illuminating about this Empress energy. Wow, Jimmy, this is a lot of stuff here. Like I said, kind of feel like I need a drink and I don't even drink. So I'm going to put this away because we love you, Gemini. Yeah, you need to be honest about something. So we had so many signs of that reading, I don't even need to repeat them. But your ancestors are definitely here for you around this, Gemini. They got you. They want you to balance out your love life and your get what you want. And I don't know if this bittersweet communication is coming in with somebody where it's like, hey, I need to tell you something, or vice versa. Maybe someone's going to come talk to you, Jimmy, and be like, hey, I need to tell you something. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Where are my Cancers at? That's me, Cancer Stellium. I recently met somebody who had Sun, Moon, and Rising Cancer placements. I was like, oh God, I thought my Cancer Stellium of, I have a Gemini I have a Jupiter, Cancer, and Cancer, Mercury, but Sun, Moon, Rising probably would just, I don't think I could hang. I don't think I could hang. Okay, so I'm going to Palo Santo out. So hello, everybody. Remember, yes and no is free. So if you have a question, let me know. Palo Santo out that Gemini energy. That was kind of wild. Okay. Get it in here for Cancers. Cancers on my Cancer placements. Cancers, baby. I'm a Taurus. I'm coming to a lot of money. Will my decision divide the family? Ooh, let's find out, Jose. Did you hit the like button and subscribe, Jose? We just did Taurus. Did you watch Taurus's read? Maybe there's a message in there for you. I'll answer your question, but let me know when you hit the like button and subscribe. But yeah, go back to Taurus. It was like 10 minutes ago. Because there could be a message there for you. And this is for all the placements, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let me know when you hit the like button and subscribe. Yeah, okay. You just got here. Okay, well, after this, you should go. Do you know your other placements, like your Sun, Moon, Rising? You should go back and listen to Taurus read and see if it resonates. Let me know. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Jose. They're coming into a lot of money. And now they want to know if their decisions will divide their family. So how this works is all my cards are in the upright. If it lands in reverse, it's the opposite of that. I take the first card, what I see. Will Jose's decisions divide the family? So let's see, will Jose's decisions divide the family? Maybe next time. I don't think so. Look, we kind of have two cards saying like, and this is kind of a no, like I don't think it's going to divide. Maybe some people, see how they're kind of sideways. Some people will be disturbed, but it's not going to divide the family. So this is good. I like this answer. So settle down. You're not that important. That's what I just heard. And that's not me. Some people won't like what you do with the money. Other people, most of them don't care. It's definitely not going to divide the family. So there won't be a division, but there might be some irking and judgment. But who gives a fuck what people think, right? Did we do Cancer already? Did I do Cancer? Did I just do Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising. Did I do Cancer? Guys, have I lost my mind? Did I do Cancer? I just thought I did Gemini. You guys, I have to scroll back. Woohoo. Surely I just did this, yes? No, I just did Gemini. Now I'm doing Cancer. Hello, Captain. Hold on, let me plug in my phone. Speaking of forgetting things. Otherwise, the fucking thing will shut down. I didn't do Cancer yet. Hello, ding dong. I have to plug this in. There we go. I plugged it in. Sorry, Cancers. Cancers have great memory, but I forgot. You did not do Cancer. Yeah. Right, Rosie. What the heck was that? I don't know what happened. I got so disturbed by... Hi, Crystal. Thank you. I got so disturbed by Gemini's reading. I had to... It wiped out my memory. Like when I read tarot, you guys, I am channeling, okay? It's not Salena. And so that's why I don't remember after I do a reading necessarily what I've read, because I'm not necessarily here. I mean, I am, but you get it. Hey, Crystal. All right, here we go. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. You're here, Cancer. We didn't forget yet. Whoa. Look what came out first. Are you fucking kidding me? Cancer, this kind of came funny. Says you're moving forward and changing something after being on your own. Maybe this is... Now, this came out kind of funny. You're having a hard time moving forward and changing something after being on your own. Or maybe with a Virgo. So we have Scorpio, Cancer, and Virgo came out hardcore. So you could have those in your chart. It has 3 major arcana, Cancer. So, whoa, this new moon has affected you maybe more than anyone so far. Maybe more than anyone. Maybe more than anyone. What just happened there? Okay, Cancer. You're moving forward, but kind of wanky. Moving forward, kind of wanky. Yeah, and your spiritual guides are trying to tell you something. They want you. Oh my God, more fucking major arcana, Cancer. This may be one of your most. Okay, so the year's almost over. This probably by now in the year, Cancer, you've changed so much that Spirit is saying you're right on path and right on track, because you literally have 4 out of 5 major arcana, and the other one is literally your spiritual guides here, watching over you. You know, letting you know you can do it. You can work together, whoa, to manifest this writing, this letter, whoa. So you could be receiving a letter. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, man, that's what I said. You may be receiving a letter or some word. This could be about you manifesting some communication or manifesting something you've been working on. Yeah, to end a tough cycle. Wow. Okay, Cancer, this is pretty intense. At the bottom of the deck, oh my God. Cancer. This is the most 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys know I don't have my major arcana touch in this deck. I'm really a Virgo Mars about everything in my life. Okay, I'm sorry. I am very organized. I like things to be orderly. I have my own ways. And one of them is I don't let my major arcana touch when they're in a deck. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana, 2 oracle cards, and then these 2. This is about divine timing so that you can move forward with a victory after doing your shadow work, because your ancestors are like, are you fucking kidding me? They're like, you better work on your shadow here, because there's a snake in your midst that's got you stuck in your head, and you wanted to believe in this new beginning, but your memory's incorrect, and there you are. And now it's time to go with the flow. All right. And Scorpio, speaking of, and oh my God, if you guys could see Satnin right now, she's about ready to jump off the bed. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? She doesn't jump off the bed, by the way. What are you doing? Huh? She's like, well, you were over there bleating about Cancer. So it's like you haven't really moved on, or you're ready to move on and change something. So Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo. This is like a Gemini Virgo card. This is just a powerful manifestor. Libra. So you were literally, you've been alone long enough, and this has helped balance out your karma. And now it's time to work together to manifest something here, either communication or ending a tough cycle with communication with someone. I want to keep that there though. Wow. And now is the time. So I kind of can't say any more than that. Yeah, flying free. Like, it's time. This is a lot of destiny, y'all. This is a lot of major arcana. A lot. So you're ready to move on and change. Tired of being on your own. Or maybe there's a Virgo involved, could be a Scorpio, could be a Libra, but this is about karmic justice. And now it's time for you to manifest something because you're ready to work on something. And the word is like communicating your truth, writing it down, sending messages. Maybe you're a writer, maybe you're a singer, maybe you're an artist. And you can write about this ending or ending this cycle, because now is the time, yeah, for you to move forward with victory. And your ancestors, you know, they've been saying, do the shadow work. And I feel like you've done it. Whoa. Well, these are 3 oracle cards together. I feel like you were stuck in your head around someone or something. Yeah. Okay, wow, interesting. So, fellow Cancers, my beautiful babies, it looks like now is the time. This is your new moon. You are manifesting movement, moving forward. You are done being on your own and you're ready to work with someone. So the time that you spent alone was your karmic justice. And now you're ready to work on manifesting maybe communication or manifesting, telling the story about this tough cycle ending. Hey, Skylar, how's it going? Please hit the like button, subscribe. And if you have a yes or no question, that's free for everybody. Just do those 2 things and I'll answer it. So what do we have here for Satnin's over there? Like fury. Okay, so whoa. So what is your chakras? Okay, wow. Cancer. This is the 3rd eye chakra. So you need to work on your 3rd eye and being grateful for what you have. Grateful for this journey that maybe took you down a path that you didn't expect for some of you. It was hard to move on from. And then this is the other one, destiny. This is your crown chakra. So we have Jesus and Buddha here. We have Jesus, Buddha. Turns out they're both bodhisattvas. Hello, is this you again? Hi, welcome, Dominic. Yeah, this is Salena from Magic Rabbit Tarot. So just hit the like button, subscribe, and if you know, let me know. So maybe you had to balance out your own, whoa, and I'm getting this balance. It's like your own inner light and your own inner shadow had to be balanced out. You had to, Jesus is pretty mad about it, but Buddha's okay with it. Jesus is like, oh my God, I told you all this time. And Buddha's like, well, shit happens. So don't worry, Jesus isn't mad. But Jesus can be wrathful. Bodhisattvas can be wrathful. Hello. That's why this myth of like this perfectly peaceful Buddhist is a bunch of bullshit. I mean, you have to be perfectly peaceful in your mind in order to pick up the Vajra. But once you have the Vajra, man, wrath is a part of it. Wrath is a part of it. We don't have this shit. We don't have the light without the dark, you guys. It's just that when we wield the dark, if it's not motivated by a pure, meaning selfless intention, then it turns out into more shit and becomes what we have now, which is the planet we live on. Yeah, you had to release ghosts from the past. And so you're very grateful for this. You're grateful for this journey of being alone, of going inward. Golden Crown, that's hilarious. Is this you again? Hello? Are you my friend? Yes, I'm everyone's friend, but what are you talking about, Dominic? Did you get a reading from me? This is Salena with Magic Rabbit Tarot. I'm everyone's friend. I'm a friend of the world. That's what bodhisattvas do. I genuinely love all living beings equally. It's kind of annoying. Even the ones I don't fuck with. That's kind of annoying. No, it's not annoying. It's my gift. It's what makes my heart pure and happy. Bodhicitta, the best friend and your closest helper you could ever get, a mind of pure love. There's nothing better and more reliable than that. Let me tell you. Because that goes lifetime to lifetime and lifetime, and you'll never forget it once you stabilize it. So you had to release some ghosts of the path to grow your heart, Cancer. Wow, and you're grateful for this destiny. And you've released something, maybe a Virgo, maybe just being alone, because you were following your path and this balanced something out. And so now it's time to work together to manifest, maybe with someone else. This is about growing your pinnacles, manifesting, working with someone. Maybe writing, working with them somehow, and ending a tough cycle. Wow, really good reading. I love this. Okay, Cancer, moving on. Enough. Yeah, this is just the most, of all the readings I've done today, the most like destiny field one, it feels like this new moon, Cancer, is like your moon. Like you, if you've done the work, which I feel like whoever I read for, I always encourage people to do the work. Maybe you had to get over this death mother energy, this narcissistic energy, and do the work to move beyond it. Maybe you were the, it broke your heart, right? Maybe it was just about heartbreak that you had to get through. Yeah, to architect something new. Wow, Cancer. So basically, Cancer, your reading was like what I do for a living. Architects of alchemy. This is what I really do. You take shit and you turn it to bliss, okay? And I'm not going to let the world and the shit and my karma that appears to me turn me into something bad. In fact, I'm going to use it to become even stronger and more beautiful and more loving than I ever was. And that's how you become a real alchemist. And then turning things like metal into gold is easy because you've transformed your own mind. So, anywho, if those people can learn... Oh, we don't do fat shaming here because we love fat. Live your best fat life. So if you're going to fat shame, you're going to get blocked and reported. Sir, sir, shut your stupid mouth. This fat is beautiful. My ancestors didn't work. I am fat. Good, then you're gorgeous. As I told somebody the other day, my ancestors didn't come all this way for me not to look like this. I make a joke because I have spiritual Tibetan ancestors and I was Tibetan for a lot of lives. And I laugh now because I'm a Westerner and such and so forth. I'm a woman's body. I never wanted to be a woman because, we have our second place citizenship in the planet. So I made a joke. Like, I realized it wasn't a joke. I was like, wow, if my former life self would see this life self, oh my God, they would be like, I would first of all be the hottest thing they've ever seen. They'd be like, I cannot believe I'm so sexy. Like my little monk ass was visualizing this and now I've turned into it. It does help. It's fucking cold in the Mongolian Himalayas. Yes. Very cold up there in Tibet. Even in Dharmasal is pretty cold in some places. Okay, here we go. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Where are my Leos at? Mama's got big Leo placements here. Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Okay, wow, that fell out all at once, Leo. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Gate. And we have the Magician that you've manifested. Some communication with stability. Whoa. Oh my God, Leo. Hello. The Gate is passing through the spiritual gateway. Let's see what the reading is. So this is your Ten of Cups, your happiness that you've been in illumination about, that you wanted to have a new adventure on, but you had to cut them off because you needed to get to calm waters because they were a snake and they kept you stuck in your head. Wow. But now we have the Raven here. I'm going to read this because I don't remember exactly the message of the Raven. So it looks like you either had a marriage or relationship with someone, possibly Pisces, that left you in kind of illumination about going on an adventure with them. And you had to cut them off and get to calmer waters because you felt like it was a snake that would consume you. Either your passion for them or just them in general. They were snake-like. And they got you stuck in your head. And you're like, fucking no. No, not a Leo, right? Not me, baby. I'm too blessed to be stressed, says Leo. I call them my lucky Leos. All right, it's time to get crafty with your situation on your ancestors. So this message is humans underestimate ravens. Okay, this talk about us. Ravens have been heralds to the dying of civilization as long as we can recall. If a raven came to you today, it's time to get crafty. Use your intelligence to make vital shifts happen. Honor those who live in memory. Set up an altar and pay respect to the dead. So this is about honoring your ancestors, maybe, and about you being stuck in your head with something and to get crafty. And I feel like that's the gateway that you pass through. So it's almost similar to Cancers, and like something kind of tripped you up that you had to cut off. Maybe it was an air sign, but I feel like this is you, Leo. You're like, you know what? I'm not getting stuck in my head for this. Fuck this. This is real Leo. I got real Leo energy coming in here. I'm a queen. I'm a star. I'm a king. You ain't fucking me up. You ain't fucking me up, snake that consumes the world. So you had to get crafty and realize this was a part of your spiritual path, the gateway that you had to pass through so that you could manifest true love. Whoa. And now judgment's here about this Emperor/Empress. Oh, and seeing it as your path for sure. So Leo, it's like you're learning there. You are right there to stand on your own, to be independent after you were super stressed out about someone or something. Maybe it wasn't a person. Maybe it was just obsessed with your Ten of Cups. You're like, when am I going to find this? How come everyone is so not madly in love with me the way I want? I'm going to cut them off. Good. Don't settle. Get to calmer waters. But don't be obsessed with something. And maybe that's what you're realizing in this new moon, Leo. Is that okay? Oh, Cece's pizza is so good. Alrighty. Well, you should tell them that because I don't eat there or have one near me or whatever. So Leo, I feel like this is about you letting go of any obsession you may have had and being crafty with like your own journey of having to cut people off. Yeah, this is joy. This is Leo's card. That gives me Leo energy. Self-esteem, joy, happiness. So work on your joy and happiness, Leo, is what I'm hearing. This is the gateway. So something that stuck you up in the past, that you came to an impasse with someone. There's a renewal now. So you came to an impasse when it came to your creativity and sexuality, maybe. Maybe you were sexually obsessed with someone or something. And you had to get crafty with it. You're like, I'm not being stuck in my head over this. Hell no. And maybe it's not a person, like I said. Maybe it's just sex and love. I don't know. Pisces here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I feel like that's you. All right, moving on, Leo. Keep focusing on your joy. This is your chakra. This is you. Sunflower energy, happiness. Be happy. You're not the victim. Whoa. Maybe someone tried to make you a victim and you're like, you don't know me at all. Watch me now. Hey, I'm going to take this frown and turn it upside down. Nobody owns me. Not sexuality, not sex, nothing. Leo may be very sexy. Rules of sexuality, being hot, hot, hot like the sun, but they're definitely, whoever I'm reading for is not getting trapped by that. You're not going to fall into the trap music. All right, Virgo, you're up. Virgo. Oh my God, we're almost done. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Virgo, what do we have for you? All my Virgo and Virgo placements. I have a Virgo Mars. Kind of annoying, kind of wonderful. It's wonderful to notice everything that everyone else doesn't. How wonderful. How wonderful to be the most observant one in the room. My rabbit, Satnin, the magic rabbit that rules the channel. She's woke up when I said that. Yeah, baby, you can go back to sleep. She's a Virgo stellium. I'm going to do Virgo now, though. She's going back to sleep. Yeah, she looked, oh my God, she's so cute. I woke her up. She looked at me. Now she's licking the blanket. Yeah, good baby. Fucking love my rabbit. Okay. Oh. Okay. Something's not quite stable. Maybe a marriage or some union. That was a gift that needs renewed. That has changed when it comes to working together because of a sacrifice. Interesting. So Scorpio coming in hardcore. Or maybe that's just you realizing something needs to change. If you want to work with this person, be faithful to them. Interesting. Okay, no. All those came out. We're not, no. So, okay. One more for Virgo. What else does Virgo have? Okay, these two. Yeah. All right. So, the bottom of the deck, I have the Hierophant. It's interesting because Taurus Libra is the Empress. Okay, using your intuition about exploring these options of love because there's been conflict in the past. Okay, so Virgo, there's something that's not been working because a sacrifice needs to be made. Didn't I have this earlier in some other sign about a fucking sacrifice? Whatever sign that was, could be some sort of crossover. Oh, I'll show you the rabbit when we're done. Well, I'll pick up the, because the camera's on a thing up here and she's over there on the bed. It used to be I would stream and have her over here and you could see the whole table, my whole setup, but people weren't coming enough to those streams. And so for some reason they push vertical streams more. So that's why I started vertical streaming, just to get more views, to get more people in, to get people to get readings. I want to reach as many people as possible. I'm a really, really, really good reader. One of the best I personally have ever known. So I know that sounds bloviated, but it's the fucking truth. So that's why I want people to find me, not because, I only want to grow my channel and my business, but because I want to help people. So Virgo, the overall energy is being spiritually guided, using your intuition about exploring these options after some conflict. So we have Taurus energy hardcore coming up twice, and that could be Libra, and we have Scorpio. So something isn't stable here and needs a renewal. It needs to change about working together because some sacrifice needs to be made if you want to be faithful to this thing you've been watching. And this is good news coming in. This is like spring energy, good news coming in with this Empress. So I don't know if you have good news to share with this Empress/Emperor energy. This could be your mother. It could be just a lover or just you wanting to stand in your power as this Emperor/Empress. So this is a pretty good reading, actually. This needs to be a little straighter here, kids, because it came out like this. So something hasn't been stable and needs renewed, needs to change, because this is about a renewal, using water to purify yourself, the spring of water, right? To have this rebirth almost. And the death card is about death and rebirth. So you can work together. You need to make a sacrifice. This is a card of sacrifice, to be faithful to something that you've had your eye on that you feel like is a blessing or a gift, because this is about a gift. And this Empress is right next to it. All right, that's pretty straightforward there, Virgo. You're definitely spiritually guided. So we have Taurus, Libra, and Scorpio here. Those are just the energies. Okay, so moving on. Let's see what chakra that can help you to meditate on it or work on it in this new moon. So this new moon's about manifestation, manifesting our highest timeline, being in the darks of the depths and coming up again as a different, better person. All right, what do you have, Virgo? What do you have, Virgo? What chakras do you need to work on? None, Virgo, because you're perfect. Wisdom. Okay, well, here we go. Can't get any clearer than that. And we've got the faithful lover, and we've got a Four of Wands, and we've got a spiritual guidance, some wisdom around your heart. Something needs to change. Something needs to be sacrificed in order to be faithful for this thing that you've had your eye on. Oh, Lord Buddha. And what's at the bottom of this deck is enlightenment. So you need to work on your belief that you can become enlightened, maybe. Interesting. You know what this picture gives me? So there's a story in Buddhism. I think it was a past life of King, I don't know if it was a Jajatshatru or King Indrabodhi. I think it might have been King Indrabodhi because he had a fucking amazing enlightenment story. He was one of the 84 Mahasiddhas and his life was bitchin'. He was born a king and he attained enlightenment through meditating on a jewel or something. It was a wild story. I mean, he had, the stories of the Mahasiddhas, they pick the thing that they're most attached to use it to transform reality and realize emptiness and generate bodhicitta. So in his story, it's he used his amazing life to become a Buddha, which is super rare, because even the original Buddha, or Buddha Shakyamuni in this eon, left the castle and set that example of, hey, you got to actually let go of your worldly attainments. So anyways, this story is about his past life where he was a little boy and he didn't have anything and he was poor. And when the Buddha Shakyamuni was alive or appearing in his world, he I think it was another world, he offered up a bowl of dust and he imagined it was gold. So this little kid was like, oh, there's the Buddha, I want to make an offering, I don't have anything, I'm just going to take dust, I'm going to imagine that it's gold. And
because look at all this gold surrounding this. And then the karmic result of that is in the future, he was reborn as King Indrabodhi, and he was fucking rich as fuck, and he attained enlightenment in one lifetime. And he didn't have to abandon anything, not his palace, not his lovers, nothing. Just from that not just from that act, but that was one of the acts that made him have incredible merit. So that's what it's giving. Like, believe in enlightenment, Virgo. Believe it's true, because you have the wisdom in your heart. And if you have, this wish and self-esteem to believe that action and effect is the truth, then you can attain enlightenment. Wow, that's a big download. Virgo, I don't know. Like, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe you could become Buddha? I'm here to tell you, from the mouth of Buddha themselves, all living beings, without exception, can attain enlightenment and will. If you want to, you can do it in one lifetime. Well, or at least within 7. But let's just say 1, okay? It's not easy. You'll have to go through hell of your own mind. You have to give up all of your worldly attainments and attachments, but you don't necessarily have to lose them if you got King Indrabodhi karma. What's your karma? Let's take a spin. All right, Virgo, moving on. It's pretty good reading here. This is good. We just need to get that 4 of Wands to be upright instead of crooked. All right, now we're going to do our last one. Oh, Libra. No. See, I won't even let the oracles touch the oracles. Oh. Told you I was a little crazy. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Hi, Dominic again. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. And if anybody has a yes or no, remember, it's free. Just drop it in the chat. And then I'll open the table up for personals. I'll be on for a little while. Chilling. Maybe go reheat my hard-ass croissant now. Because nobody wants to eat a hard-ass croissant. Libra, I love Libras. I'm a Libra North Node, so I'm pretty happy about that. I have a Libra Pluto, but that's just when I was born. But my North Node is what I have risen to. And I've been living in my North Node for a couple of years now. I'm not nearly the extremist Scorpio rising that I used to be, and I'm definitely balanced now. Like, I went through the shadow of the valley of death and into my own hell realm, transformed it, and now balanced it out, seeing things more as like a play of the mind than some sort of inherently existent reality where there's a true anything, really. True anything. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Libras. Here we go. Last one. Whoa, Libra. Wow, that really flew out. So there's a new beginning here and something stable, bringing you money, bringing you stability. I like this. So these puppies. Okay, that you're going to celebrate after being a wounded warrior. Whew. So maybe you've been through the ringer when it comes to your stability, your finances. Yeah. You were at a crossroads about something. Or maybe did bring. Whoa. Ooh. Okay, using your intuition and exploring something. Okay, interesting, Libra. What's going on here? Now you're going to move. Look at all this passion. Now you're moving forward. And I wonder where you should plant. Okay, whoa. Okay, a lot of movement here. The Chariot is the overall energy at the bottom of the deck, and I felt this movement already. So you have been in some sort of wounded warrior about a decision, following your intuition and exploring, moving forward with a victory about where you're going to plant. Plant your what? Your seeds, your new Ace of Pentacles. All right, because the 7 plus the Ace is the 8, something working. Now you want to move forward. Wow, with 8. Swiftness, because you manifested. Took a long time, but now you're exploring. Wow. There's something unexpected coming in, Libra, that you have manifested that I don't even think you know about yet. I don't think none of us know. I'm like, what is it? And you're going to be happy about it because you've been far too long in wounded warrior surrounding a decision that you were trying to use your intuition on. You were trying to use your intuition. It's almost like you were Libraing this way too much. Like, this is giving me big Libra energy, which then put you into this, right? And now you want to move forward and explore if you should invest. And then we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck about you moving forward. And then 8 of Wands moving forward. There could be messages coming in. You manifested something in this new moon, or you're manifesting right now. And it's going to bring you stability and you're going to celebrate. But it's been a long time. And it was hard maybe for you to follow your intuition when other things in life were being like, no, don't do this, or don't follow this, or this isn't going to happen. You're like, no, man, I'm trying to follow my intuition. I know what's coming in, something good that I want to invest in. And so now you're exploring because you've had this victory or you're having this victory. So this could be like predictive energy that right now you're trying to manifest something that other people are telling you isn't possible, that you don't even think is possible necessarily. But spirit is saying, and your intuition is saying, because I feel like this is definitely you, or you're moving on with this person, but I don't know, I feel like it's you, and you've almost like been fighting yourself. But now you're going to explore something. Wow. So Cancer energy at the bottom of the deck, and Cancer comes up with the High Priestess. So you could have that in your chart, or be dealing with one of those, or Pisces. But I just feel like it's the card of movement, moving forward. So what chakras? Yeah. Okay. So you've been in isolation around something. Maybe somebody you haven't spoken to in a long time. That's what that's giving me. This is the throat chakra. Or you haven't spoken about something to someone. What else? So you have 2 throat chakras here, an expansion. Okay, interesting. So maybe you have been on your own for a long time, or you haven't talked about something that happened, and you've been a bit of like wounded warrior about it, or should I do this, or this situation put me in a wounded warrior, and Spirit's saying, okay, well now you're at this crossroads because you followed your intuition. It's time to explore this new adventure. So you could have been through something really hard, maybe, and now Spirit is saying, it's if you talk about this, it's going to bring you success. You're going to celebrate, and you're going to move forward. So maybe it's time to tell the world about your story, Libra. Time to tell the world about your story. Yeah, that you got tricked in the heart chakra. Whoa. Because this thing put you in wounded warrior. Maybe you feel like someone took something from you. So throat chakra heavy. Heavy, Libra. We've had the throat chakra come up heavy for a couple signs here. All right, you guys. Well, that is the end of the all signs readings. So check your sun, moon, and rising because it's going to resonate differently for everyone. But this is a pretty good reading. I think you have something great coming in, Libra. I think you're manifesting something that you either didn't know about, or you've just been manifesting it secretly for yourself. Maybe you went through a whole hell realm experience around the heart, and now it's time to tell the world about it so that you can get that money, honey. You can get that money, honey. So please hit the like button and subscribe. I'm all done with my all signs readings. So if you missed your sign, go back and check it out. So I'm done with those, and now I'm opening the floor if anyone wants to read. So I've been reading tarot for 30 years. I'm an incredible reader, and I'm happy to read for you. That's why I'm here. This is the cheapest place to get a reading. Oh, look, somebody's harassing me again. So let me get the trolls. People really need life. Oh, you're welcome, Jovita. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate it. Tell other people. Get them in here. Get a reading. Get them in here for a reading. You know, collectives are good, and obviously if you're watching the video, I pick up on your energy, but personals are better because collective is just collective energy. It's kind of like wherever fucking comes out. It probably like the words I'm speaking, I don't even know what they are, but then like they resonate for people at different places in different ways, right? Different places in different ways. So now if you have a question, let me know. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to eat my crusty ass croissant. Stale. Stale croissant. It's not really stale, it's just a couple days old. I guess that means it's stale. Big love to you too. But yeah, if you want a reading, that's what I'm here for. Personal readings. I love to come on and do the full and new moon readings. It's a good time to get a reading in a new and full moon energy. It's always a good time to get one with me, but I'm a moon child. I'm a Cancer stellium, so my shit hits in the moon, baby. My shit hits every night, but it really gets powerful around these times. Okay. Anyone have a question? These are the cheapest places to get a reading, like I mentioned previously. It's on my YouTubes. It kind of varies, to be honest with you. So hit the little bell Because when you subscribe to my channel, I know it doesn't subscribe you to hearing the notifications, so you have to actually hit the fucking bell. But I try to come on Sundays if I don't have anything to do on Sundays. And then just like whenever I have free time, which I don't know, it varies. So definitely Sundays, I definitely do. And then every new and full moon. But like last week, I came on for the 11/11 portal. It was a Tuesday, I think. And then on Friday night, I'll try to go live sometimes too, because people get paid on Friday. So Mama's there to help them out. Are you playing Uno? Not today. I don't remember I remember last year I did play Uno. What's the last year you played Uno? So what's next? So we have a Sagittarius full moon coming up next. Full moon in Sag, which would be a full moon in Gemini. So Gemini will be first next time. Alrighty, my handmade placard's very professional. I don't remember the year that I last played Uno. So if you have a question, let me know. Let me know, baby. Oh, there's lots of places. I do chart readings too. But if you just want like the basics for some free thing online, just Google it. Just Google free birth chart reading. But you know, I can't recommend. Hi, how's it going, Machi? How are you? I haven't seen you for a while. You just have to know where you were born and the exact time. So I do readings as well. They're not free. You have to pay me, and it takes me a little while because it takes a couple hours. It's not just like mapping out your astrological birth chart, but it's also interpreting it, which is the hard part, and that's the part that takes a couple hours. That's the part that takes a couple hours. So hi, Machi. What should we do now? All right, so we're just down to 3 people. Like I said, I'll stay on for a little while. So hello, everyone. I finished the all signs readings. Whoop, whoop. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, awesome. Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe if you have a question, Machi. Let me know. Yes, no, it's free, you know. I'll stay in for a little bit longer. I gotta sneeze. Like I said, it's allergy season in Florida. All right, does anybody have a question? Anyone have a question? Who says yid? Will I meet my current Scorpio love interest when I go to the city and spend food time? Oh, and spend good time. Current love interest. Wait a second. Do you know this person? Do you know them? The your Scorpio interest? The question's kind of a bit funny. Will I meet my current Scorpio love interest? See when I go to a city next week and spend good time. Do you know them already? Are you asking me if you're gonna meet them, or are you going there to try to meet them? Well, did you tell them that? I don't know. I feel like we need to probably stop the games, especially with Scorpio. They're gonna see right through that shit. Oh, maybe we'll see each other. Okay, well, if you want to see them, why don't you just contact them directly? So, like, hey, I'm gonna be in town. Would you like to hang out? That's pretty easy. Hey, I'm gonna be in town. Would you like to hang out? Or do you not know their contact info? Regardless, this isn't going to go anywhere. Here we go. Let me ask the cards, dear. I contacted this one asking to know if he will. Well, did they not answer you? I'm asking you if it's just know that it will work out. Oh, I see. The reason I ask these questions is because a lot of times I find that people ask tarot for things that first we could answer with logic. So I'm a Buddhist reverend, as you know, and my path is the one of wisdom and compassion, and especially I come from a wisdom lineage. So the wisdom Buddha Manjushri is the main transmitter of the lineage that I hold. And so first we do logic, and then if we can't figure out with logic or our own intuition, then we ask tarot, right? So that's why I'm asking those questions. I'm not trying to be rude or nosy. I'm just trying to get to because he said till then, when I asked, I say, yeah, that's a better way to ask it. Yeah. Rephrasing it's good, because then it's like, okay, what am I asking exactly? So I'm just asking, like, if you'll, it's like, I don't know, it's like me being like, will I, and I've done nothing towards that, or like that there's no way that could happen or something. So I see what you're saying now. So spiritual guides, angels and ancestors of Machi. Will Machi's Scorpio make time to see them next week? Will Machi Scorpio make time to see them next week? So how this works is all my cards are in the upright. And if it lands in reverse, we know it's the opposite of that question. So here we go. LOL, definitely not. So I don't know why it's laughing at you. That's kind of rude. That's rude. But that's what came out, honey. So sometimes, I'm saying this, sometimes my cards will say LOL when someone's asking a fake question. I'm not saying that you are. But I'm telling the circumstances in which I get some cards laughing. It's either like, the question's not real, or there's just no way that that could happen. And so it's like, well, why is it definitely not? Is it that they're with someone else? Maybe they have another partner already and they don't want to do that. Maybe they're just an asshole. I don't know. Take it as resonates. Maybe they're just a dick and they're just like putting you off and telling you maybe next week. So yeah, if they don't want to see you, then why would you want to see them? I'll do Scorpio on you. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I said. Whoa, why is it so nasty? I don't want that for you. So what I feel like is like, okay, in that case, it's like, why would you want to see someone who doesn't make time for you, right? You're the prize. Let's not forget this, ladies. I don't know your gender, but anyone, ladies, gentlemen, doesn't matter. Someone doesn't make time to see you. Do not lower yourself. That's what a Scorpio would do. Scorpio and Leo energy is like, oh, okay, I'm coming to town. I told you, and you're not making time to see me. Fuck you. And never text them again. So that's what a Scorpio and Leo would do. They'd never be texting again back to ask that question. Like, oh, well, I told you I was going to be there, and you didn't immediately like make plans or like, you know, then okay, bye. But everyone's different, so don't let me tell you what to do. That's just what the card said. So I don't know, maybe they're not a nice person. That's why the cards were like, this person? LOL, definitely not. So anywho. Okay, guys, does anyone else have a question? There are 8 people here. Anyone have a yes or no? Anyone, Bueller? If you have a yes or no question, drop it in the chat. And let me know your question. See if anybody wants a private personal reading. I've been reading tarot for 30 years. I swear if I get another damn meetup invitation to a fucking salsa dance party. Bachata. They just try to advertise and they just like put it on there. It's not really like a meetup. It's just basically trying to sell dance lessons, which is cool, but it's not a meetup. Yeah, like we got it. I have never. Absolutely. Estrella. What a pretty name. We don't hear that very often, do we? Such a pretty name. Estrella. I was trying to think of names that start with an X for a set of twins. I found it. I found the boy name and the girl name that start with X because I want that. Okay. Yeah, you can get a reading. Just hit the like button. Well, a free yes and no is for everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe. If you want a paid reading, the links are in the chat. Please pay me through my links only. If you want to pay me through YouTube, that's fine. Just add 30% because they take 30%. I don't prefer it. I want to know if... All right, are you going to buy a personal reading or... So those are the links, and then... I don't do free readings. I've been reading tarot for 30 years. I am the most accurate tarot reader I know. I'm sure there are more in the world. I just don't know them or haven't got readings from them. So I'm really here for personals because I like to do personals because it gets personal. Hit the like button and subscribe, please, for a free yes and no. When I see those go up, I will. Yeah, I don't do freebies. Only the free yes and no, and that helps the algorithm. Yeah, I know. I gotta pay bills too. That's why I charge for readings. These bun greens ain't free. How much a bag of like big hay is? It's like $21 for a big bag of hay. They go through those like once every 2 weeks. Every day they need 2 cups of fresh greens. So 2 cups of fresh greens every day. And then their pellets every day. And then their litter, which is like this special recycled chemical-free litter that the bags cost like $35. Bunnies aren't cheap, and they're not a low maintenance pet at all. Not if you take care of them properly. Yeah. All right, so did you reword your question? Times aren't tough. Times have been as they always have. We just need to end the money system altogether. And as long as people are frightened and lazy and don't love themselves, then it's going to be hard to do. You know, someone like me can ray it up and help people do it, but I'm not alone. I can't do it by myself. And there are lots of people in the world that are working towards building mutual aid and communities and alternatives to capitalism. You know, but most people are just, that's why they say most people won't change and do anything. They'll be okay with changes as long as they're like relatively easy and integrated. Right? That's why it doesn't take everyone to do the changing. It just takes enough people to be okay with it and support it. And right now, I guess we're just okay in the US with child rapists and the worst sociopathic capitalist scammers ever running the planet. Because really, the US does kind of run the planet, let's be honest. So, yeah, I don't know how it's been okay, but I don't know how this dystopian hellscape has been fine. I wasn't around here in the West, so I had my own problems over in Asia, but now we're here now. We're going to help change it. So here we go. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Australia. Didn't Ruben want to talk to Australia? Did Ruben want to talk with Australia? So how this works is all my cards are in the upright and all my decks. If it lands in reverse, then it's opposite. Did Ruben want to talk to Australia? No. That's what I got. No, it's kind of sideways. Maybe they sort of did, but it wasn't due to nerves that they didn't talk to you. That's what I'm getting. Maybe they didn't have nothing to say at that moment. Maybe they didn't have anything to say at that moment. Whatever that moment was. All right, does anybody have a question or anything? I'll stay on here for a little bit longer, maybe a few more minutes. Do we want to do... Oh, Satnin just shook her head. Oh, now she's smoothing out the blankets again. Now she's laying it down again. I love my bunnies so much. Yeah, baby, you are the Dharma Rapala that protects everything. You eat the tarot demons and the trolls that come in. She eats the tarot demons and the trolls that come in here. That's her function. Her job as Dharma Mount. Guardian at the gate, my baby is. Alrighty. Should we do a little like oracle reading to see? Let's look at her money. Let's look at money. Let's see what we got going with money. I'm in a love affair with money right now. We're dating. It's going very well. Money, 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 money. Yeah, baby. Let's do a little money reading. Usually I say love or some oracle reading, but let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. The money bags, kids. I want to end money, but until then. Germination, well, this is interesting. It's like you're protecting something. Maybe you've planted a seed, or you have an investment, or you're working on something. Prevents future issues by addressing root causes. Yes, preserves delicate beginnings and ensures their future. Roots out issues from their source and then promotes stability. I'm working on my divine feminine side. Ooh, interesting. To gather the strength to protect the seedling. Wow, I want to be more nurturing and loving towards this new beginning. Okay, interesting. So maybe you're protecting some assets that you have or some investment that you made. Be careful not to worship money. Money worship, self-interest, rules, decisions, and disregards fairness. Values are for sale to the highest bidder. Money comes first and ethical concerns come second. So watch out that you don't go overboard in this, right? Protect your money and your investments. says, I want to commit to success. I want to achieve greatness and never look back. I need to release all distractions and fully commit to my ambitions. Well, there is something about protecting and committing. And then finally, we have breakthrough. Okay, there's going to be some sort of breakthrough. Awesome. Look, you got a Superman dude here. Pushing beyond our comfort zone, discovering new capabilities, allowing yourself to be open and grow stronger through transparency. Awesome. So I feel like you might be starting a new financial venture. There are so many barriers stopping us from being together. I'm trying my best to become a better person so I can knock down the walls for you and be with you. Okay, I don't know what that's about. That could be some love message for somebody. But I'm reading for money right now, so could be a bit of both. Very good. So you're protecting some germination. Maybe it's not about money per se, but like you investing in something different than you had previously and protecting it. You're like, you know what? It could be a romance you're investing in. Like, you know what? I'm going to invest in this and see if I can't get it to go in the direction that I want. So just to test my own powers of manifestation. Let's do the Urban Crow Oracle. Alrighty, so let's see what else we have. How's our money looking? Yeah, play. Finding out. Displacement. Well, maybe you had a previous issue of displacement. What the fuck is this? Girl, something's sticking on my card here. Okay, well, maybe this is just you were displaced because of a commitment. You could have gone through a divorce or somebody being with someone. You had a commitment to make some sort of financial payment or offering. Let's find out. Maybe you realized someone was just like money obsessed. Yeah, they were influenced by this. Okay, interesting. We have cigarettes, alcohol here, some bad influence. Ooh, about the territory. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm getting, I don't know, maybe if you lived with someone who was like all about the money. They wanted you to invest in them, but they were under some bad influences. Make a commitment. Displaced you. Look at this is gross over here. These two cards are fucked up. This is like bird poop all over the nasty car and the trash all gone over. And so maybe you were displaced from a commitment because somebody was territorial about it, financially speaking. Ooh, we know this kind of petty bullshit. Yeah. I recently met someone who didn't like women. And she didn't want to hire women in her place and got rid of all the women. So there was just pretty much one that was there before her. She was insecure because of her own issues, but apparently dated women, which I'm not really, she probably dated them to ruin their lives. She was anyways, had some fraud issues, embezzlement issues, working in a fintech company. Not sure how that is possible, but it's Florida. So, you know, all sorts of fuckery here. But this could be someone who displaced you because they were influenced into something bad. They didn't want to make a commitment. They were territorial. They only worship money. And now you're having a breakthrough because you've already been planting seeds somewhere else and germinating. So I like this. This is like, it doesn't really matter about the outside influences and people that were money worshipers and they had self-interest because you've had a breakthrough because you were already investing in something else this whole time. You weren't afraid of making a commitment where you were. You were putting the seeds away. See, they have little berries here. It's like they had this commitment to invest in something. I kind of like this. All right, what else for the money scene, kids? Money, 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 money. Ooh, let's find out. Let's do the Panther Oracle. It's kind of crazy. We like that. So if anybody wants a reading, the links are in the chat. Yes and no is free. Just hit the like button and subscribe. So it's kind of a little money situation. I don't know if you got displaced from a job because somebody's insecure twat head and they worship money. I don't know. Good luck with that. The money system's going to end. Then what are you going to do? You better be good at going out and farming. You better be good at something. I make jokes, but my two brothers, one is a mechanic and the other one, well, he's a professor, but he's a professor of like engineering mechanics at his university. But he was a mechanic, his specialist and engineer. And my other brother is a construction dude. He's worked in construction for a long time. So you better learn how to do something. You better have a goddamn skill and trade when we in the money system. I'm saying that because I got some family members to be building and engineering. All right, here we go. Reservation, desire, worth, and extravagance. Well, maybe this is what was driving people. Is their own, look, this dude's in love with this car. That's how they got their sense of worth. It's how much money do I have? How sad is that? What you gonna do when you're dying? Yeah, and there's so many cars. Car maintenance, amendment, adjustment, restoration. I don't know if they work with cars. Didn't I just say I'm a mechanic? Amendment, adjustment, and restoration. So something needed to change. So someone was money obsessed. Maybe you, collective. Oh my God, the third will. Ooh, maybe someone here was holding on to something for money. Look at this. Enemy, distrust, and flirtatiousness. Well, maybe someone was all about that money. And they saw you use the third will. Yeah, cautiousness, sign, insidiousness. You didn't see the signs or you weren't really concerned. So if anyone wants a reading, personal reading, that's what I'm really here for. I already did the all signs. You can go back and see those. Probably just hang out for a little bit. Indulgence. Someone was very weird, obsessed with money, libations, donations, pray, religion, calm, and care. So they were indulging in distractions, making libations, maybe a spiritual calm and care. So you were parenthood, patron, inner peace, simplicity, meditation. So I almost feel like what other people were, you know, being indulgent, making libations, donations, prayer, and religion. You were calm, meditating here, inner peace, simplicity, parenthood, care, patron, and supporting. You could have been supporting someone that was really obsessed with money, or vice versa. And we have a gift. Interesting. You're ready for this gift, you guys. It's almost like you've been trying to invest in something when it comes to your money, your stability, and you've been distracted by or had these obstacles and distractions of a very worldly world, right? People very much obsessed with money and status and crap. It don't matter. All that stuff don't matter. You're going to die. And if you're at the point in life where all you care about is, first of all, you shouldn't be watching tarot because what are you doing? Or maybe you need to be watching tarot. But if you're only obsessed with this kind of thing and you think this is what makes you like, people that are most obsessed with money and status are the most insecure, pathetic people on the planet. Like, look at them. Like Jeff Bezos isn't hot. He's not a good person. He's funny looking. Same with Zuckerberg. Are they even human? We're not sure. But yeah, someone wanted to scare you and be like, money, money. But I feel like you're like, yeah, no. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. I see beyond the illusion. I won't worship money. I'll have a breakthrough and invest in something else. You can't scare me with this. There's been reservations, but I can maintain something. Someone was a third will, maybe, trying to get in the way. Interesting, Sherlock. What else do we want to read? Let's get some psychic tarot here on this money reading, and then I'll do some little bit of tarot on it. So what else do you have to say, Spirit, to the collective about the money scene? Money, 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 money. Honestly. And then you get your stuff, and you just have a bunch of stuff, and you're like, what is this even? With all this stuff, and you gotta get a bigger house, put more stuff in it. You just die, and someone else has to take care of your stuff. Yeah, material harvest. Wow. Look at this. 9 of Pentacles, being independent financially, having stability, and moving on, right? After knowing a truth. Woo. So you're moving on and having some success. So there's some fuckery going on around you. You could have had a job with some fuckery fuck shit. Fuckery, fintech, whatever. Yeah, now there's going to be partnerships, alliances here. So we have the 3 of Wands, standing your ground, protecting yourself against waiting and being alone until then. Wow. What else? I feel like someone here might have done something to try to prevent your own. Yeah, as soon as I said that, the 7 of this came out. So it's like what's been going on. But I feel like the wisest of us, we be knowing. Maybe it was your mother. Ooh. Or maybe you're this Empress fertility. That you're like, what, you can never take what's on my heart because this is how I'm wealthy. Where my money comes from, my heart chakra. I don't even care about money. I want to get rid of the money system altogether. I have a good heart. This is dumb. What are we doing? This is dumb. So, yeah, patience. You were patient. You moved on. You understood the truth. And now we have, I feel like something great coming in. Oh my God, a cycle that's ending or beginning. This is amazing. So I asked about money and financial stability. And so we have sacral chakra, your creativity. You were in mental conflict. You made sacrifices, but now you're manifesting. Yeah, after holding back. Pretty cool. All right, let's take some tarot on this. Let's do my money card tarot. I'm going to wrap this up. I think I'm going to close out the stream. Probably not too many people here at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I got things to do. Alrighty, so give me some tarot on this. The cycle's ended. You've closed it out. Look, bottom of the deck. Closing out a cycle. The gift is coming in. You're not interested in this. You probably never were. And you surely don't want to be around anyone like that because, hello, loose morals. Yeah, holding back. Whoa. So someone or something has been holding you back from working together and making this 10 of Pentacles. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's you, collective. Maybe you've been holding yourself back. Maybe someone or something else is. Maybe you're married to someone that did. Yeah, there's an unexpected. Whoa. And we're in a tower energy right now with the Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, I think Scorpio Mercury. There's a bunch of Scorpio placements. So something unexpected. And moving forward. Oh, there's a Cancer Scorpio here. So it was unexpected, maybe. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe someone was holding back money from you and juggling you because they thought you were naive. Aw, I love this energy. Whenever this Piscean energy comes out, go ahead, fuck with the Pisces too much. Go ahead, fuck with these sweet type of people too much. See what happens to you. See what happens. See what happens. Someone was like, oh, they're just dumb and naive, so we're just going to pay them less or juggle their money or some weird shit. Pisces energy. Maybe your kids were fucking with your money. You're like, no more. You get no more money. You're 28 years old. Oh, that came out funny. Yeah, there was no equal give and take somewhere. So I don't know if you were working too hard for a company and you felt a little naive or someone else did, but there's some karmic justice. Whoa. Okay, you're going to have a victory when it comes to doing what you love. If you've been on a break, defending yourself after being in Hangman. Okay, wow. Now we're moving forward quickly. Some unexpected change. That's the truth. I'm a Pisces. Exactly. Let them fuck with you. Let them fuck with us. Come after my Pisces and Cancer signs. Think they're stupid. See what happens. That's why people don't like Cancer, is because, like, one, we get over emotional, and if we're not involved with Cancer, our emotions can be crazy. But two, it's like you fuck with us and your fucking world will fall apart. Because genuinely, when you fuck with people that are sweet and kind and loving, karma's gonna get ya. And guess what? It's not waiting for future lives anymore. This was your last life, motherfuckers. We're at the end of the eon. This is a Kali Yuga. You won't get it right in this life, you're gonna stay here for a long time. Probably in some hell realm-like existence. So, figure it out. Get your shit right, people. Cancer rising. That's what I'm saying. That's not like me threatening you. This is just the law of karma. So someone didn't give you equal give and take. They were juggling you. They maybe thought you were naive. They were holding back from giving you all your worth. And now you're moving forward unexpectedly and having a victory because the cycle's closed. You have a gift coming in. I feel like there was a lot of energy of trying to scare you and make you feel a lack of scarcity. You know, like, oh, if you don't do this, we're going to replace you with AI. Oh, if you don't act this way, we're going to take away your money. You're going to be homeless. Like, this is all of the US fucking government and propaganda right now. They're building Alcatraz. They're disappearing people from the streets. You know, like, let's just stop this. Like, I don't know where this white devil lives or who writes the white devil's handbook and why we have a child rapist that run the country and have the whole time. And it's an evil cabal of the white. I just call it the white devil. Oh, what did I watch recently? Oh my God. So have you guys been watching? I'm like, whoa, it's the white devil. I'm like, yes. Okay. So I've been watching Derry, Welcome to Derry on HBO. And you know that scary fucking clown? So they were telling the indigenous story of how basically it started, right? And so basically it was interesting. You have to watch it carefully. So I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm going to give you a snippet of where this weird clown energy came from. So they said, you know, long ago, before the first humans arrived, or this is according to this show, okay, this is not like an actual story. According to the show, maybe it is, I don't know. An entity came from the north, but the shadowlands of the north. So think about that. North, the Andes, the Indus, Aryan. An entity came from the north, but it was the shadowlands of the north, landed into Earth, and was this all-consuming, never satisfied entity that would just consume and eat everything. And then the first humans arrived, which were in the story, the indigenous peoples, and they had to like trap this entity. But its power, listen to this, its only power that it could have at that time was showing you your greatest fear. And if you succumb to it, then it would overcome you and eat you alive. And so what would happen is, of course, if it did this to enough people, then it became more and more powerful and consumed more and more and killed more and more people until the indigenous people had to trap it into this. And now, of course, in the story, the white people are digging it up because this is what white people do, make everything awful. And so the point of the story is, I don't mean white people, I mean white culture, white devil, supremacy, capitalism, hierarchy, patriarchy, all the isms and the archies, okay, in the form of colonialism. Okay, that's the white devil. But it's a mindset. It's an entity of a never satisfied entity that will show you your greatest fears in order to have control and destroy your life until it becomes more and more powerful and kills more and more people. Well, what the fuck does that sound like? Sounds like the US government and capitalism and all the isms and archies to me. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, oh, that's what it is. It's not really a clown. It just appears as a scary clown because clowns are scary, especially to kids. So that was a story for someone. So this is a story of like people trying to scare you, tell you there's not enough, your ideas are bad, maybe making you think that you're dreaming, you're a loser here. And that energy was probably affecting you from moving on, moving forward, and being like, turns out we create our own reality and I don't believe any of your bullshit. And maybe you had some karma to balance out too, because they did have the Libra card. Libra card there. So never underestimate the power of a pure mind and someone to believe, because the scary clown of capitalism will try to fool you otherwise. Capitalism, we call it capitalism because that's what it is. I can't believe there's still dumb motherfuckers that think they're going to be rich one day. When you're closer to definitely becoming homeless in the US than you are to ever becoming a millionaire. But still, we're all just going to work or whatever. Well, I'm not, but you get it. I work for myself. But you understand the point of the story. Hi, let's take a beautiful planet where everything is given to us naturally and let's make it whatever hellscape has happened here. And I think it's just some bad ideas / evil entities. Because remember, we create our own reality. So anything that we give power to is going to become that reality. There's no inherently existent white devil. It's just the one that has existed and we relate to and then thus acts accordingly. So cut the head off that motherfucking devil and take your power back. Because, yeah. Ooh, and as I said that, look what I pulled out. You fight for that shit. Fight for what's right. I don't know, maybe be a good person and care about other people and we'll have everything that we need. How about that? How about that? This is your local white witch assassin, everybody. We don't have to have money. We can still have all the shit that we like. Maybe not. I don't think we can have all of it. We're not going to have all of it, but we'll have the things that we need. Food, table, shelter, so on. And then we can keep some entertainments. Like we don't have to. It's not going to be the dark ages if we get a little capitalism. That's what capitalism wants you to believe. We already proven to ourselves that we have the innovation that we can live in like a Star Trek future. Ooh, but we have to be strong. We can do anything we want to, really. It's up to us. Can't do it alone. We definitely need others. But if we just use others, then we create that cycle again. And the tower falls down. So yeah, protect the seed you've been germinating because there's about ready to be a breakthrough in your finances. So maybe you've been investing in your own business or a project, but Spirit is saying it's coming. It's going to come through, and don't listen to this bullshit about lack or you can't do it or, oh, I think that's just somebody wanting you to doubt yourself. Probably because they're jealous. Because they're so basic that all they do is just like live in that world of materialism. What a bunch of basic bitches. All they care about is this. Can you imagine being so basic where like you gave a fuck about like invisible numbers and like a bank account that's not even real? Like, where's this account at? Like, show me, where does it exist? Is there a little like room somewhere with your money? Okay. No, I can like be my own SNL. Yeah. Me and Satnin, we're gonna be the Saturday night players. All right, guys. Well, if I don't have any questions, I've been on here 2 hours. It's kind of enough. Nobody wants a reading. If you do, please reach out. My email is in the description. I do personal readings, but they are 90% more than the ones I do here because of the effort and time. And then you get a recording and so on. So I if you have a question, now's the time. Otherwise, I'm going to log off, and I don't know when I'll be on again because it really does just depend on when I have the free time, to be honest. That's why I'll come on and, you know, sometimes just do like an hour, be like, hey, I have a minute, I can do this. I always try to definitely come on before the newer full moons. Sometimes I can't make it before, but during, always be on the newer full moon. Oops. Yeah, and ICE is now like fucking with indigenous people. All right, does anyone have a yes or no question? You might, if you've missed your all signs reading, go back and test, go see Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I already did Scorpio read for Scorpio season, so I don't even want to do that anymore. No one has a question. Anyone, Bueller? I swear I always do that every time I'm on here. Should I find a new job? Ooh, did you hit the like button and subscribe? Please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll happily answer your question. How it works is all these cards are in the upright. If they land in reverse, we know it's that. So let me know when you hit the like button and you subscribe. Oh, okay, great. The spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Star Lava, should they find a new job? Should they find a new job? Let's see what the cards say. Should Star Lava... Well, this one comes out without questioning. Okay, yeah. That one came out really fast, Star Lava. They're saying, please, yes, do not hesitate to find a new job. It was an urgency. I didn't even do much, and it was like already in my hand. It was like, yes. Tell them absolutely, without questioning, they should find a new job for sure. Oh, you did. Okay, I was like, went to go have some more coffee. Girl, the coffee's gone. I know, baby. She's my baby. Okay, maybe I'll do a little bit of a love. We are Scorpio new moon. Scorpio does real the genitalia. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a love reading. Let's do, and then I'll leave, and that'll be it. I'm really gonna go. We'll see, because some people are getting off work now. So, all right, let's do a little bit of a Scorpio new moon love reading. What do we have? Someone using the love situation oracles. What do we got? What do we got? Spiritual guides. What are we gonna do? Ooh, old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head, and ship, cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need. Well, maybe this is it. You've been thinking over and over again about the wrong people or the wrong situations. Yeah, and Spirit's like, it's time to grow up and make healthy choices. Wow. Self-love, self-care, being happier, love, and life. Need time, taking time, cycles, and time to heal. Okay, this is good. So you've been taking time to heal and letting go of outdated thinking and conditioning. Stop playing events over in your head. Get what you need from it, receive what you need, and progress and arrive. Arrive to what? Healthier choices. So maybe you had a bad situation as far as love. Don't be Scorpio about it. Don't overplay this bad situation over and over again. For a while, I helped open this business with my boss. Okay, well, hopefully you'll find something that you like. Looks like you should start looking anyways. All right, so now I'm going to go further. I'm doing a little love reading here for Scorpio new moon energy. So we're being reborn. Letting go of the old things. Scorpio do be crazy. Thinking and rethinking about things from the past. We don't need that. Here we go. Let's see what we have. Oh, that fell in reverse. Six of Pentacles, something wasn't equal. Maybe that's what you've been reminiscing about. You're like, you know, there wasn't equal give and take in this, and it really fucked me up. Well, that's okay. Yeah, and it broke your heart. Maybe you love someone didn't love you. Damn. Damn, Steve. Okay. But now you have quick messages coming in, quick movement. Eight of Wands is about swift movement. Yeah, with the devil. Okay, great. So we have Capricorn here, sun, moon, rising, but I always feel like this is something you've been obsessed with and ruminating, needing time away from. Or maybe someone's thinking about you. Wow. Okay, interesting. So we have the Ace of Pentacles doing the work, and then we have the Queen of Cups, Cancer. So like opposites here, Cancer and Capricorn. And the conflict. Maybe at work, working with someone was conflict. Okay, wow, okay. Oh my God, we have the sun. Okay, so here we are in a new moon of Scorpio, and then we have the sun coming out. Something is going to be revealed to you, collective. Why does this look so crooked? I just hate when I look over and it looks weird. Oh, fuck it. I don't care at this point in the thing. All right, so here we have the High Priestess using your intuition. So we have Pisces and Cancer again, but there's a new beginning coming in after you were left out in the cold by either a magician or something you tried to manifest that left you, whoa, on your own. God, you guys. Didn't these guys come out earlier? The Hermit, the Magician, they're all together. And now you're going to be celebrating because there's the crossroads that has been overburdensome for someone that left you out in the cold. Again, okay, wow. It's pretty intense. Queen of Pentacles. All right, well, this is why I'm like, okay, well, maybe we should just stop this reading altogether. So there was some outdated thinking, replaying events over in your head. So you had to cut ties and move on to receive what you need, to make healthy choices, to love yourself. You needed time because something wasn't equal give and take, and it really broke your heart. And now we have swift messages coming in, either from a Capricorn or something that you were obsessed with, about working together with you, this living person, after conflict. Now something's going to be revealed. All right, so we're going to find out why something was so much conflict, why it took so long to get the sun here. So we have Cancer, we have Capricorn, and we have Leo. I'm going to wrap this up now, guys. Satnin's getting edgy. She might have to go to the bathroom. So unless you want a personal reading, I've been on here for 2 hours. I'm getting tired. Money makes me wake up. I'm the machine. Not because I care about it that much, just because I'm literally at work. So people forget that reading tarot, especially when you're a psychic for real, takes a lot of energy. All right, that's why you get paid. So here we go. What are the love messages about this connection or whatever this is I'm reading about for the Scorpio new moon love reading? We have it here. Free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for love relationship to be successful. Okay, so maybe you've been too obsessed with this. Just free yourself. Yeah, cut ties with outdated thinking. Boundaries. Oh my God, you need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will and will not allow. So maybe this was it. Like somebody wasn't giving to you equally and this broke your heart. And Spirit's like, don't do that. Take a leap of faith. When you're there, only when you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone will you get great rewards. So yeah, actions speak louder than words. If you want to know what someone's feeling, watch what they're doing. So I feel like you got hung up somewhere. This is a lot of Scorpion energy, actually. Very scorpionic. So this makes sense that you were kind of like gnawing at something because I'm like, that person didn't treat me right. And Spirit's like, free yourself. Okay. You don't have to be with this person. Have boundaries. Teach people how to teach you, because you're going to find out why something didn't work and had conflict. Maybe they were married. Whoa. So for some of you, that's it. The reason they couldn't give you equal give and take is they're already in something. And you didn't even know it. All you knew is they weren't treating you right. And yeah, you didn't have much to go on. Wow. Anything else here, Spirit? That's it, you guys. We're wrapping it up there. This is just a message of using your intuition and moving forward swiftly. There's going to be a lot of messages. Maybe someone's going to tell you, hey, I couldn't give you what you wanted because I was working. Right? And this created conflict. I had to work 80 hours a week or whatever. I didn't have time to be in a relationship. And you're going to find this out. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe they were married or they just weren't ready for something. Open this up here. Yeah, this King of Wands. Wow, someone you're very attracted to. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and we had the Leo. You got stuck in your head about someone in this new beginning. Interesting. Okay, babies, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. Catch me next time. And like I said, if you need a personal reading, just email me. So thank you so much. Have a great new moon Scorpio, write your manifestation list and always remember that you deserve love. All right. You are the prize. You are beautiful. You can manifest anything you want. Bye.